And I guess in the meantime, while we're waiting for people to shuffle in, we can do like. Have you seen any of the new cards that got posted within like the last 10 minutes?
I don't think so.
Because there's a bunch of cards that just got released. Like the card gallery updated. There's all but two cards that we don't
Oh,
have in the card gallery.
yeah, I got notification actually, but I've not scrolled through and looked at them.
Okay, let's share my screen on stream window capture. What are we on? Twitter. Yep. He's liking the post. Okay, I can close this down on this window. Move this over here. Change it back over to the reports. Oh, they confirmed the Gen Con is where we're getting the Ivern, by the way. Do you know the bundle box?
Is it?
Yeah, it's Gen Con.
Well, I am actually at Gen Con.
So they confirmed in the article. I'll read it out because you'll want to know. Merch. They're giving it out. Plus, we are arriving with an extra special offering, the Secret Garden. We will share more about this product with the state of the game, but Gen Con will be the first event that players can get it.
Right. Okay.
Should probably.
Interesting. I always assumed it was going to be regional qualifiers.
No, when they said events, I would kind of immediately understood that it would be where it would be kind of thing. Like it's going to be like pop-up stuff, and it'd be like, hey, if you want it, you can come and buy it. But yeah. Okay, I need to.
I'll make sure. I make sure I save some space in my suitcase then.
Do you want the full box as it is, or are you just gonna rip it and get the stuff out?
I kind of do both. I like having the promos and I put them in my promo folder, but I also like having them sealed. So I'll get two if I can.
That's
But
pretty fair.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the options are.
Okay, post that, and then I just need to do one more thing.
Oh, cool! We got a new promo. We got a new convention promo as well.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know you were.
Finally.
I'm not a massive one on promos, but
I've become a big collector. Riftbound's really pushed me into it.
Um. Okay. So, before we jump into Ivern, yeah, new cards got released. So we got. I'm gonna dodge all the yellow ones because we're gonna talk about them anyway. So, Shadow Temple. When you hold here, burn 3. Huh. Very interestingly, this is a negative effect battlefield.
I don't know. I think this is actually quite powerful in some decks. I think I'd be too scared to play this in case you play into a lot of these reanimator decks.
Yeah, I guess it is meta dependent, but like if we're going against like Yees and stuff like that, I don't know.
But then you might start putting cards with flow in the discard, like the new onslaught.
No, it's fine though because that just means that I'm not getting that card twice. See, it's a genius play actually. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's good, but like it's an option, right? It gives us something else that we could potentially want to do.
There is some metas where this might be okay. I'd just be worried about it. This meta.
Yeah, no. Like I wouldn't be slamming this in an Ivern deck anytime soon. But it's like it's something for us to be like, hey, because like most of our battlefields are going to be like negative effect ones, right? Apart from like maybe Seat of Power if we're running it, but right. Dodge. Oh wait, I need
Yeah.
to. I just realized I'm not screen sharing. Uh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Pauline's just laughing at me because I replied to something, and she was like, "How are you so quick? How do you know everything?" I just take in the information so quickly that it's absorbed into me. Okay, Tornado Warrior, 3 for 3, so it's just on stats, purple. It's hidden. Okay, so it's same stats as Packer Cub, right? And Packer Cub doesn't have any text, if I remember right, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So
It's just
whatever
hidden.
whatever it does is immediately better because I can see text. It's immediately better than Packer Cub. But I say that it might just be a really shit effect. Okay, so it says when you play me from face down, you may empower something here. Empower.
Yeah.
What are we empowering in purple? Oh, Karox?
So you need to have Karox at the battlefield. You need to hide it, and then you need to play it, and then it could trigger in the opponent's turn. That works.
Yeah. Or you can just, summon a Fizz and then play a what's it called? Fallen Star. Because that's what everyone's gonna do with this.
Cool. That would actually be quite cool, to be honest.
So at hidden, play a Fizz. Wait. Combat starts, they move in.
Mm-hmm.
You reveal this with the Tailed Cloak Matriarch at the battlefield. So you're doing this as early as turn 2. You're hiding this card. You reveal this. Oh, Fizz has to be in the trash then, and you have had to play a Falling Star. Okay, maybe not as early as turn 2.
I mean, I suppose it depends what your battlefield is. If your battlefield's the burn battlefield,
and you just happen to have perfect Falling Star and Fizz. Okay, so we do that, and at reaction speed, we add a Falling Star to the chain, right?
Yes.
That's
pretty cool.
Pretty fucking strong. I don't like that.
Well, I mean, maybe not in this case, because this has to be no more than 1 power cost.
That's for the unit.
You play the Fizz, yeah. You play the Fizz.
Yeah. So you play Fizz to the battlefield, and then you deal 6 damage with Falling Star. It seems a little bit strong. It seems like this could be potentially an entire menace.
I mean, even just the stats sound bad,
Yeah, no.
Hidden through my unit is fine.
3 for a power when you're in like maybe some gold. I mean, it's just Packer Cub, but better. And then the fact is, bear in mind, this disempowers at the end of the turn, so you can actually just trigger this twice.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. I think that was supposed to be a negative thing, but actually it tends to feel quite positive.
And then you also get like this. Like you could give this. It's deflect and shield. You can empower the applied researchers. Holy shit, that's so broken. What? I didn't even think about that. Oh no, that's so toxic. You empower this for a power, which you would immediately get the discount on. Oh, yikes. Fuck that.
What deck plays it? I think that's the question. Where does it fit?
This card is going to be like in every single blue control list, by the way. This card is broken.
Do we think the hidden then goes in blue control decks?
Yes.
Might be a good home.
But, Jesus Christ. Yeah, this card's good. This is like a... If I was to rate this card, I could see the potential of this being an S tier. But like at the moment, I'd say A. Potential to be S tier, though. Did you ever play Legends of Runeterra?
No.
Okay, this card was so funny back in Legends of Runeterra. Every single time it attacked, it would grant all copies of it everywhere, even like ones that you could make, +1 attack.
Is this a little homage to the
so yeah, the fact it's like you attack, well, yeah, I guess you empower and give it +1 is like, it's really funny. As a 2-drop though, you either do a 2 for 2 or a 3 for 3. I think this is just like a decent 2-drop, right? Like
yeah.
it's
given sea monkeys. Do you know
Yes,
sea monkey
yeah,
does
yeah,
a similar
yeah.
thing? Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's actually just a worse sea monkey, no? Wait, sea monkey. I guess you can do the power. But
Well,
like,
I think the fact that it's empowered might also.
oh wait, it's a
matter.
buff. It's not an actual thing.
Yeah, you can use the buff.
I guess yeah, it's the same card, but it has 2 different things. Either permanent might.
Oh no.
Or...
But for Ambessa, if you empower that and then empowers the Ambessa legend.
Oh, true. Yeah, this is just an Ambessa card, which makes sense with it being Oxus. Blue card, 3 and a power, very expensive for 4. Then you got to give it another 3, and then when it moves, draw 1. It seems really expensive.
Considering Stellarcorn survived, it's an interesting design choice.
I do not understand. I was like, Stellarcorn is getting banned. There's no way. I like the amount of cards that they're printing that are just statistically worse than Stellarcorn. And I'm like, Stellarcorn's dead. And then I opened up the ban list and Stellar was not there. I'm like, oh no, what is going to happen?
I think Stellarcorn at home is actually the perfect evaluation of this. Like,
It's so
it really is.
6 and a power for 1 extra might for a Stellarcorn. I don't know.
I mean, if I'm going to try and be positive, it costs 1 less energy and has 1 more might. So, like, if you can empower it a different way, then...
Oh, true. How are we empowering in...
With our hidden.
Oh, yeah, true. With our hidden card that we have.
And it has to last a turn, and then it's empowered for 1 turn. And
Oh, the fact, by the way, that we don't have a way to disempower this Mel is really weird. I don't understand. Oh, sorry. It's the. You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, the purple Mel.
Yeah. It's the purple one. That was the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
It's so weird. But anyway. Next card. That's a green. We'll skip that for now because we're going to go over them in a minute. Shadow Fiend, 2 for 2. 2 and a power. Okay. I have Assault 3. Really expensive.
No.
Really expensive.
The power's too much.
So what? You're paying 4 and a power for on attack 5. I don't know.
And then it conquers, then it sits there for 2 and dies.
Yeah. God, I loved this card in Legends of Runeterra. This card was 2. No, it was 1 for 2. 1, 2, 1. You predicted, and if you selected a Darkin weapon or a Darkin, it got +1/+1. It was such a good card.
And now it's from Renekton support?
Yeah, if you control fewer runes than your opponent at the start of your beginning phase, give me +1 this turn. It's a Renekton 2-drop. I don't think there's anything else you need to say there. Because, like, Renekton players are just going to be the most recycle-heavy people you've ever met. And I'm happy for them for that. And then that was... that. Mina Swiftfoot is a pretty funny card. This card is going to give me...
I like the discard of Mina. Like, just making people discard sounds funny. But our Rift Lab reveal was pretty cool.
Oh, your guys' reveal was so fucking good. I'm gonna play it now. It was so good.
Shout out to the man who put it together. This is all Jacob's work.
As soon as I saw the camera pan down, I was like, oh, we're in for a banger. It's so good.
Coming in hot off the Rift Lab press, we bring you an exceptionally strong Mind Domain.
It's a good card.
This costs
I
2
think
less
being
if
able
you
to play
control.
that for-
It's just the fact this text. Just if you control something that's empowered is like.
And well, that something could be a legend, right? So if you're
Yeah.
playing this in Mel and your Mel's empowered, this is now a 1/1 deal 4. It's pretty good.
I cannot wait until Kaiser is going to get played at an RQ, and this is just 1 for 4. Because there'll be another card that has empowered that Kaiser's just going to run. Like, obviously, you won't be able to do it on, like, turn 1, but, like, what, turn 3, turn 4? You'll just be able to pay 1 energy for deal 4.
Yeah, more Hex raise, but a little bit better.
Yep. It's crazy. Yep. Right, I think we've stalled a little bit that people have, like, started to come in, so I think we can start the full ranking. So I want to break this down. I want to break this down into different sections. So we do the top as a 3 copies, 2 copies, 1 copy, sideboard slash. I guess it's just sideboard, and then we need another. I'd roll below, and then like a potential card, and then it's just not seen in Ivern. I think that is how we rank these cards. What's your opinion on this?
I mean, I think it makes sense because some of these cards aren't bad; they're just not right for the deck. So
Yeah.
you know, we need that tier to say it's just not for the deck. Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, so we'll go in set number all the way down. So we're going to start off with the first one, Affectionate Poro. So 3 for 3, Poro. So it has the tag. So immediately we're looking at it in an Ivern list. Just when a combat that I was in ends, if I wasn't dealt damage that turn, draw 1. Oh, this one, I have seen a lot of people say this is good, and I genuinely think it's bait. I'm going to try it. I'm going to have to try it, but I think it's so easy to counter.
I think this one's good. I know some people playing Loyal Poro. I think this ends up being a better Loyal Poro because I mean,
Yes.
combined with if you have like a tank or if you have Ivern on a battlefield, this then distracts your opponent. It's another distraction, but cheaper. If it draws cards, it draws cards. I think this card has a lot of potential.
I definitely see the potential it could have. Like, you can go against. You know what I think this could be really good with? Block. I think if you had block, this card could go crazy. If you give something else tank when they're not expecting it, and this card just gets to draw because they just miscalculated or did something, oh my god.
You know, I dare suggest that I think maybe we're moving into a period of Ivern where like tank is like so fundamental because there's so many things worth protecting now, and I think I'm going to keep saying this, that if you give tank to like a good unit in Ivern right now, I think you get a lot of value.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I don't think the Alpha Wildclaw is that bad of a card because of how big it is and the fact it has tank. The Alpha Wildclaw was like one of the cards that when I was testing, I was like, oh god, if I didn't have the power, if this was just like slightly weaker and just didn't have its effect and maybe was like a power less, I probably would have run it. It was just such a good tank unit to have that was also one of the tags.
It's so close to being the right fit.
But yes, this card is immediately in the one of these options. But the question is, where do you think you would see yourself running this? Is this going to be a 3 of in your list, are you thinking? Or is it going to be more of like a 2 of?
I mean, I can see myself start by testing 3 just so I see it, but then I think it's going to sit in the 2. I think this is the kind of card that if you're getting second, you don't mind playing this. It's going to be 3 and 3, but you really want to see it kind of in that early mid game where maybe you've got something to protect it. It's defending for 4. You search it off Ivern, it's probably a 2 of.
I agree there. I definitely don't think if you're triple drawing this, you're probably going to be a little bit upset. Like, it's not big enough that if you had 2 of them, that you'd be happy. But I feel like if I had one of these in my opening hand, maybe I'm going second, so I can just play it as my turn 1 play, which is something I want to discuss at the end. Remind me, I want to talk about sideboards, because I've got a really interesting take, and I want to know your opinion on it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I think I'm quite happy with the 2 of. Like you, I will be testing it with 3 of, just to see how the card feels, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Next one, Esteemed Hierophant. 5 for 5. While you control 7 or more runes, prevents all damage that enemy spells and abilities would deal to me. Just not being in the deck.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
It's clearly made for something else.
Yep. Not seen in Ivern. So we have next. We have Field Musicians. So 4 for 3. When you play me, give a unit +3 this turn. Interestingly enough, this is like a green Ivern selector. If you somehow want to choose it to buff up a unit. But I still don't think you see it in Ivern.
No, I mean, for a moment, I tried to think about it as, sometimes you need help to push, but for 4, I don't think this is the solution. So I just don't think you play this.
Yeah, no, I agree. And like, technically, it can be played in Ivern. Like, you can use it to get the +3, but yeah, you're not doing anything.
No.
Hand Hammer, a 2-cost gear. I have +2 while I'm at a battlefield with exactly one other unit you control. I just don't think we're playing equipments in Ivern, to be honest. It's just not...
Well, I mean, also, if you're playing Ivern and you're able to hold the battlefield with 2 units, then you need to be teaching me, because that's quite impressive.
Yeah, that is another good point. There's a lot of cards in these Cults because of Shen that have this like exactly one other unit. I could see it if you are... I want to test this, okay? I want a more middle of the range Ivern list where you're playing more 4 and 5 drops. I'm really curious to see if we can play that this set because of the cards that we're going to see. Maybe if that deck is good and better than the current one, you could include a card like this because you are going to have less units in total. But I think Gear Hate is crazy at the moment anyway. So absolutely. You don't really want to play this. But yeah, so for now, not seen in Ivern, but if you somehow get a list that is a lot, just like 2 units on a battlefield at a time and just having good stats, I could see it as a potential, but I'm not rushing to it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Mournful Witness, a 2 energy, 2 might. When a combat that I was in ends, empower me, and then empowered it has 2 might. This card is like insane for Master Yi, and I think it's just insane in general. And then the question is it insane enough that we're including it as a non-tagged unit in an Ivern list?
No, I mean, a lot of the times I don't even like it that much into Yi, because you need, in order to like instantly get the empower, you need to waste like a charm or something. It feels like a waste of resources, and your opponent's not just going to walk into it. In Akali is where it really shines because you can empower it for free. In Ivern, no, I don't think so. It's another 2-cost unit. We don't need more 2-cost units unless they're really powerful.
Yeah, I agree with that take. I think it's a very strong card though. Like, it's one of the ones that you look at and go like, this card could potentially be like something we have to play around.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's something that is not going to be seen in Ivern, but it is a strong card, and we need to notice that it is that. Oh, I love this card. 2 for 4, all Poro. I can't be played on your 1st, 2nd, or 3rd turns. I love this card. I think this card is the card that you want to find when you're doing Green Ivern. It's 2.
Wait.
So you get the buff, you get the draw, and it's a lot of might for when you play Green Ivern. It's already like turn 3 anyway, so you'll be playing it on turn 4. I just think it's excellent for Green Ivern, like selector. But what's your take?
This is one of the few cards we've actually talked about this set, because everyone rushed to say this card is bad. What's the point? And that is exactly the point. By the time you play Green Ivern, you pass your 3rd turn. This is now really efficient. Might on the battlefield. It is good. You don't want to see too many, but it's good for the Ivern deck, the Green Ivern deck specifically.
I'm really curious to see. This is another Poro in the deck that already has a lot of Poros. I don't know if we have already reached critical mass of Poros. Like, I run a very tag-heavy version, so like I like to have the spread of tags. I don't know what your deck is looking like at the moment, or if you've adjusted it, but like, seeing more Poros, I'm just like, oh my god, my friendships aren't going to be at full value. They're always going to be stuck at 3. It's just, I'm never going to reach that 4.
Oh, I'm going through the motions at the moment. There's so many cards, I don't even know where to start.
But so I think we're both in agreement then that this card probably sits as like a 2 of then.
It's a 1 or 2. You definitely not 3.
Yeah, never 3. I am going to try it as a 2, and you're saying that you think it might be a 1.
I think I would start by trying it 2 though, and I could see that happening. It just depends how much you draw in it. It's not even the worst thing to draw, as long as it's not replacing the space of a 2 energy cost in the deck. Don't take out a 2 cost for this, because then you will miss turn 1.
Yes.
But,
I think if you find this in your turn 1 hand, you just mulligan it away. You go, hey, it's a 2-drop, but you need to look at it and go, it's not. Technically, it's a 8 cost, because you can't play it until 4. So it's like the same as seeing like a Vile Maw. You're just going to say, no, I don't want this. But yeah, I think this card is going to be insane. Like, you're going to play this and your opponent is just going to go like, they'll spend nothing and got like a 5-might unit. Like, what am I looking at? But I think this is a very good card.
Yeah, and I just think it's great that it's got a tag as well. So you find it at 5-in, you get a buff, and then you play 5-might unit. You've got 6 might from that 2 energy, which is crazy.
Yeah, I like this card a lot. New one for today. This only got released like an hour ago. Serene Aesthetic is a 3/3. It has Empower 3, with its Empower effect being Deflect and Shield 3. No tag. Doesn't do anything interesting for our deck. I think this is just a no thank you.
Yeah, because it's made for different decks. It's not made for Ivern.
Just not for us. Thank you very much. Next one. I love this card. 1 energy for Twilight Shroud. You can give a friendly unit +1 this turn. This is at like slow speed. It cannot be chosen by enemy spells and abilities this turn, and it has flow 2, so you can play it from your trash for its flow cost. I want your opinion on this card before I say anything.
I don't think it fits into the deck. I mean, because Riftbound has exactly 40 cards in the deck, and there is over 40 cards that have a tag, and then there's over 20 staples between yellow and green. Trying to then fit in these really situational cards is hard. This is such a powerful card across Riftbound, but I'm not going to be able to find space for this in the deck.
Okay, I think this card is actually insane, and I will be including it in my deck, specifically as a 1-of. I don't care if this is sat in my hand for 5-6 turns. There will be a turn in any game, and there's always a game that I will get this effect off for 1. The fact it's 1 is an auto-include for me. That I'm always including it as a 1-of. It will sit in my hand, rot from turn 1 if I don't have a target, and I will accept that. But there will be games where you win on the spot because you have this card, or you played this card for the 1 might, and then you have the flow effect for later in the game. I think this card is insane that it's flow 2. Every other card that has flow, like Shen's signature spell, is flow 5 and 2 power, and the effect is nowhere near as good as this. I think this card is insane. You put it on a Daisy, you put it on a Vi, put it on, like, weird case scenario, you put it on, like, a Vile Maw that is on a battlefield, and you Emperor's Divide over to the other one, and they can't do anything, because, like, action speed stuff. I think this card is crazy not to have as a 1-of in the deck. But that's my opinion.
What comes out of the deck? That's the challenge. If I could play more than 40 cards, sure. But what comes out of the deck in place for this?
I mean, I run 3 Compass of Friendship. I think this might be the first card that I go, hey, I might sacrifice a friendship card for this. I think I'd get more value out of this than maybe 1 friendship. But
yeah, sure. That makes sense.
I think this card, the fact it's flow 2, so you get to play this card twice, is crazy. You have it as a 1-of, you use it on turn, I don't know, your opponent taps out and you need exactly 1 might to maybe push a battlefield. I will use this effect just to get that. And then I know that the flow 2 is there, and my opponent forgets about it, and I just know it's there, it's waiting for me to use it again. Because all you need to do is just do this flow 2, and then your opponent goes like, oh my god, yeah. Like, I completely forgot you can do that. Because think about what cards are going to be viable in, that might see play. We're still going to see Fizz is about, so because it's not been banned, so like it doesn't count a Falling Star, but like we talked about that card that can bring Fizz back and play Falling Star at reaction speed. That is a thing that could happen. This stops Gust if you're trying to push like a unit. Maybe it's going to get stopped by Gust. There's so many factors that I can think of that this is just good. Like stops Rebuke. It stops Hidden Blade on a battlefield. Back off. There's just so many cards. I genuinely think this card is insane. And that is why I am putting it as a 1-of, and I'm never increasing it. It literally is going to flip between the two. It's sideboard or 1-of, depending on the meta. But, like, I just think this card's insane.
I think that's fair. Look, as long as it's not going above 1, you can't play more.
Oh god, no. I am never playing more than 1. It's locked at 1. Like, the deck builder won't let me add more than 1. The next one is Frostcoat Mother. It is a 3/3, and it is a dog. It has Empower 12, the highest Empower that we have seen in the game. And its Empower effect is... its Empower is 1 less energy for each rune you control. So if you've got all your runes out, this Empower cost is nothing. And its Empowered effect is +3 might. Very interesting card. The version of the deck that I'm running is very power hungry, which is why I would not include it in my version as of today. I could see a list where maybe you have seals, maybe you have some ways to deal with power, and this card can just be seen as like a, hey, it's a dog that's a 3-drop, and late game you can have this as a draw and pay the Empower cost, and you have a 6 for 6.
It's hard though, isn't it? Because obviously in reality, we know that we are burning through runes more than we'd like to admit. Oh, I hit a card, so I'm down 1 rune. Oh, I played Green Ivern, I'm down a rune. Oh, I need to play Vilemar, I need to play Vi, I need to play Daisy. At first, like when I read this, I was like, oh no, I like it. But the more I think about it, I think he's going to struggle to pay the Empower cost.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, the Empower cost is there as a you have nothing else to do, and it is something you can do. I don't think you're playing this card to get the Empower effect off. I think the Empower effect is there as a, hey, if you have nothing else to do, and it is at a reasonable cost that maybe you could bluff having... Like, just say the Empower cost was 5 and you have 7 runes, and you have nothing else to do. You pay the 5, you float the 2, and you look at your opponent and go, okay, pass. And they just look at you and go, okay, well, they got 2 energy up. They didn't play a single card. They only buffed up the Frostcoat Mother. What else?
I think the challenge of looking at this as being a late game card as well is that, like, in the late game, if you're spending your runes to do this, I think it's good, like you said, in a turn where you don't really have a play, you don't want to commit to the board. But if you're doing this in the late game, then you're turning off playing Vilemar, you're turning off, playing some key spells. So I think it probably thrives in those awkward mid games like you've described. It's definitely got potential. It definitely might be in the list, but I don't know. I can't replace another card for this.
Oh yeah, at the moment, I think it just has the potential. I think this has this is the first example of like this potentially has. If you have a deck that isn't power hungry and you're constantly going to 12 runes, you would also include this. You would pay this for 3. Sense. You would then empower it when it costs 1 or 0. Would you pay the Empower cost if this was at 2? If you had 10 runes, would you empower this?
Yeah, you do it for 2.
You do it for 2. Would you say that is the cutoff point of like anything else is now getting a bit more?
I think 3 is where it's like you would do it and it's okay. Like if you have for each energy cost 1 might, that's like standard.
Yeah.
So 2 or less is when it's good. 3 is like fine. Anything more than 3 is not good. It's inefficient.
But yeah, if we find a deck that has 12 runes constantly, I'm adding this to the deck. This can't 100%. Not be good in a deck like that. Which I think is like specifically like Yellow Ivern. I think Yellow Ivern decks tend to have quite a lot of runes. Because they're not paying the power cost of Green Ivern, and they're more focused on like the cheaper units that don't have power costs to get the tags. I think you could see this in a deck like that.
I agree.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty good. But yeah, sits in the potential. Oh, the interesting one. Packer Protector. 5 energy, 4 might. It's a cat. When I move, reveal the top card of your main deck. If it is a unit, draw it. Otherwise, put it in your trash and give me a +2 might this turn. So, we don't run a lot of spells. So the odds that this draws a unit is high. I think I had 9 spells. Do you know what yours was off the top of your head?
I would imagine maybe 11.
So it's like a quarter of the deck then for you. Well, even for me, just say about a quarter. So you have like a 3/4 chance to draw a card. There's no way that we can check, right, with the current Ivern list what the top card is.
No.
So you're literally RNGing it. But I think this is going to be very good with a different card that we're going to talk about later, so I might as well talk about it now. We got Resonating Strike as a card, which is 2 and a power for a hidden card, or you can play it at reaction speed either way. Choose a battlefield you control and a unit you control at a different location. Move that unit to that battlefield and give it +2 might this turn. I think these are like made for each other.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, hidden cards, we already have like some of the best hidden cards in the game currently. In our colors. With Hidden Blade, with Back Off. Emperor's Divide is also pretty good. So
I think the challenge is like the draw it, if it's unit draw it, that's good.
yeah.
Otherwise put it in your trash, that's not good. If that said, I don't know, if that said something else, even if you said put it back on top and give me +2, I wouldn't mind that as much. We don't really have a lot of flow cards, so we're not really getting that benefit of being in the trash. And give me +2 might is also not the best. I think it's a nice sort of combo, the 2 cards. But for 5 costs, I think it's hard to get value out of this.
I think the issue as well is the 4
well.
might. I think if it was 5 for 5, you would potentially start thinking about it more. It's very easy to kill. Like, you're using this to attack most of the time, I would imagine. Because unless you're literally bouncing it between the battlefield you're holding and base, and just using it as a draw engine, and if that's the thing that you're doing, just play Stellacorn.
Yeah.
Like, I ran Stellacorn in the early versions and was just doing that. Stellacorn was just there to draw me a bunch of cards. But yeah, I can see it having potential. I think that's where it's going to fall.
Yeah.
But I can see maybe a list that, I don't know, maybe like a more spell heavy Ivern where you can like have a higher chance to get the +2. But it has to be with flow cards. But then I think you're playing with like Akali. This is more of an Akali card than it is an Ivern card. So
yeah, it's got a cat tag, but outside of that, it's not. The synergy's not great, is it?
yeah. All right, going over to Resonating Strike though. It's an interesting card. For a power, you give a unit +2 and move it to a battlefield. So you move it to the battlefield that it's hidden at. So you're doing this with like best target is Vilemore, right? You give Vilemore 10 might,
Yes.
and it comes over to the battlefield.
Yes.
It's also quite funny because you can have your Vilemore holding on a battlefield and then make it attack at reaction speed. It's very power hungry, just in general. That like combo, because obviously Vilemore's 2. This is going to be 1 either way you play it. Is there any other thing that we want to play this for?
You might use this to move a tank like Mauser into the battlefield, catch your opponent off guard, force a less optimal trade. I think that could be cool.
You can use it on Vi.
Yeah, but in most cases, then you wouldn't be.
So you ambush
attacking.
Vi to 1 battlefield? No, because if she moves from, like, you do it on an attack, like you do it offensively rather than defensively.
No, but you need to control the battlefield. Choose a battlefield you control.
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. You cannot do that. Okay, yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Vi is so yeah,
Otherwise,
specifically
that'd be really cool.
yeah, specifically tank, shield, and Vilemore.
Yeah. It is good. It is good.
It's a good card, but I just don't know if I'm playing it in my deck. That's the thing.
I think it's a potential card because right now the hiddens in the deck are so good. Depending on the meta, I might put this in. If I did, it would be one of.
What
right now, I'm not
meta
sure.
do you see this being added to?
I mean, it's when you're in a position where you're playing these decks where you don't want to overcommit to the battlefield, but then this allows you to build a base, but also still threaten the battlefield. Metas where I would say where there's less spell decks, so you probably getting might checked. You know, they're walking in and they're hoping their might's enough. So if we see a meta now where there's less Diana, then actually it might be a good fit. We'll see.
Yeah, I guess this is really good into like Moonfall, right? If you have that shield unit, you bring the shield unit in, it gets the shield buff, and you get the +2. So you just do it after the Moonfall resolves. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it is good. So the question is, does it go potential? Is it a sideboard card potentially? Like, where do you think this best falls? I would say potential. I wouldn't see this in my sideboard at the moment, but I can see a time where I'd be like, yeah, I feel like this as maybe a 1-of, maybe as a 2-of could be good.
I don't think it would come in from the side deck enough for me to consider it for the sideboard. I think it's potential. I think it's potential to be in the main deck if things align, but...
Well, we at least agree that it's on potential then.
Yeah.
Moving on, we have Sanction, which is a 3 and a power spell reaction. Empower a unit, disempower it at the end of this turn, or disempower a unit that's empowered, empower it at the end of this turn. This is just not going to hit anything in our deck, and specifically just hits anything that is empowered and strong in the meta. So you have to look at all the empower cards, and then whatever the empower effect is, you have to play around ones that don't have like an effect that is just on the stack. So you're looking for stuff like Ambessa,
yeah,
Gangplank, because you're reacting to... Oh, wait, it's on choose though, isn't it?
No, but like you don't send him, give him -might or return him to hand. It would disempower him, but
Yeah.
you're probably not doing any of those things anyway. Maybe stun.
Ganking for Renekton. I think like this Ambessa is pretty scary in our list, because we have so many, like it goes up quite big numbers and it just kills the unit on the attack. I think it has potential to be a sideboard card. I don't know how we... I don't know how
I
we're
thought
going
the
to talk about
same.
that.
Depending on the meta, it might go in the sideboard. But right now, probably not. But maybe.
Yeah. So like, where do we put it? It has the potential to be a sideboard card. So I guess it's potential.
Maybe sideboard, right?
Okay.
Because it would probably never be in the main deck. And
No,
I
it's
think
never in main
a lot
deck.
of these potential cards might be in the main deck. So maybe sideboard.
Okay. I think we should like switch these up then, so the sideboard's on the bottom then.
Yeah.
Because then it's like not in the deck, it's kind of in the deck, and then just like it has the potential to be in the main deck, and then how many in main deck.
Yeah.
Next one is Sandstone Chimera, which is 7 and 2 power for 8. When I'm at a battlefield, players only channel 1 rune at the start of their channel phase. Doesn't have a tag, very power hungry. If anything, it hinders us.
Yeah, I don't think.
This is a Nasa's card and definitely not one of our cards. So not seen in Ivern. Nice and simple. Next, 4 for 4. This is Tomb Raider Barbara. God, this card is so fun in Legends of Runeterra, by the way. Just gave you a bunch of keywords for no reason. When you play me, if you control 7 or more runes, choose an enemy gear. If it is empowered, disempower it. Otherwise, kill it. I think this is a potentially better version of Disarming Rake if you're playing a deck that can guarantee get to this, and you're specifically hitting like Aurora. So this is like Aurora is meta, condition 1. Condition 2, you're playing like a yellow Ivern list that has no power costs, so you're on 7 or more runes by turn 4. And you can choose it with green Ivern, but you're playing yellow Ivern anyway. So it's like...
No, you just play the rake. You play the rake, you accept that you can recycle one, and you can definitely kill something without jumping through hoops. I don't get that card.
Okay, sure. It's just not for our deck then.
It just doesn't make sense now.
Akali Silent, 4 and a power for 4. I can't be chosen by enemy spells and abilities unless I'm in combat. When I move to a battlefield, give me +2 might this turn. Very, very strong card. It's not going to get seen in Ivern lists, but yeah, the fact that this is 4 and a power for 6, and you can't target it in base, so you can't kill it with Blitzcrank, you can't kill it with Charm, you have to deal with this in combat. Luckily for us, we're a might deck, so like they're trying to out-might us, and we are always going to out-might decks. You cannot beat us in the might battle. So it's not going to get seen in our deck, but it is a scary card to exist. But I don't think it's a scary card for us, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's manageable. I mean, cards that want to might check are fine.
Yeah.
Generally.
Next up, we have Defy for Defies. Crumbling Sands. 1 and a power reaction. Counter a spell if if an opponent has played another spell this turn. So this is if you want to defy, then that defy gets defied by defy, and then you defy that one, and then you just Crumbling Sands at the end. Because I don't see any other reason why we want to be playing this. Unless you've got some...
I mean, I guess that you could play it against like control decks, like Ezreal that plays 2 spells in 1 turn, and like...
Okay, that is a good point. I did forget to mention, it can target any spell. There's no like power or energy cost on it, so it can counter like Ruination if they play a spell first. So like, in a world, do you run one of these into Defy? Because I run 3 Defy in my list at the moment.
No, I think you still play the 3 Defy. I think this comes in if you're playing like a... I can't even think of an example. Maybe the kind of deck that's going to play... Oh, I don't know. Say you're playing against Lilia, and they go unchecked power into... into Sprite Burst. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. But the kind of deck that like does like 2 card combos, maybe it comes in for.
Okay, so if we quickly look at... Is this card gallery going to glitch out if I open a second instance? No. Okay, if we look at Legends...
Ezreal, maybe.
So, Ezreal... So if we're going across, Kai'Sa's a 2-spell thing, but we're probably not going to see any of these Origins ones anytime soon. So, like, Kai'Sa, Yasuo, Teemo... I guess this is really good for... Victor combo when they try to do the Imperial Decree and Bellows Breath.
Bellows, yeah.
Obviously, you're defying the wrong spell there, but...
well, that's it. You could just use Defy. So,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Jumping through a lot of hoops.
What else could we look at? Lux,
I guess.
Okay, yeah, I guess we're stopping the Lux combo. We are stopping Aurelia. It is very good in Aurelia to stop, because they love to do their double spells. Ezreal definitely... let me turn off the thingy arts. And then we come to... It's like Jhin. Jhin doesn't get seen enough. Pyke has a lot of spells. It's very controlly. Yeah, I don't think there's enough meta cards at the moment. Like, Diana's like a good target for it. Ride the Winds. Moonfalls. It's great to counter Moonfall, but you can do that with Defy anyway, so... I don't know. It feels like if we're going against a meta that is like really, really spell heavy, maybe we just add another one in. It's like a 4th Defy.
Yeah, I think it's that that additional, not instead of. You might maybe play one or side one, for specific decks, but it shouldn't replace Defy, I don't think.
Yeah. So the thing is though, it's just when in this game do people play a small spell before a big one? You don't really see it that way. It's always the other way around. So it's, I don't know. Maybe in a world where there is a deck that does that and we have the counter, then sure. I would like to add it to the potential, because I feel like there is a potential. Or maybe like a sideboard. Like I would have one in the sideboard if we are going into a spell heavy meta. But I'm not main decking it. No, I think I'm sideboarding it.
It's a sideboard card. Yeah.
Okay. super, super interesting card. The Decree of Focus, reaction speed. Choose a friendly unit that is in combat with an enemy Fury unit or that has been chosen by a Fury spell. Give it +4 this turn. God, I wish Kaiser would be meta. God, this card would be so good if Kaiser was meta.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
This is set 1.
Oh, we would have been eating. I mean, it just inherently is a good card, but it is weirdly a potential to be a sideboard card. So it goes back into and that's in my opinion. Like, if you run this, you know it's because there's a red deck that is dominating the meta. Like, imagine Draven. We're in Draven meta, and you're like, okay, Decree of Focus goes in. You want to pay a powerful +2?
Agree.
I'm paying 1 for +4.
No, I agree. I think it could be a sideboard card in the right meta. I think all of these Decree cards have their place, especially now with the 10 card sideboard.
Yes. But yeah, definitely a sideboard card. Now the question is, just say hypothetically we are playing Ivern in Draven meta. How many are in your sideboard?
2.
Interesting. I'd have to double check the deck list. I don't know what cards we actually ran. I guess you have to make notice of, yes, it's a Fury legend, but how many?
I mean, if you're playing as
Fury cards?
Draven, you're probably going to see Kaiser, Darius, which are 2 of the main attacking units.
True.
The Draven, previously
Hopeful.
the Draven champion as well. Nox is hopeful. Yeah, a lot of the attackers are red. So
Hot take. If we're in a Draven meta, I have 3 Friendship, I have 3 Decree of Focus in the sideboard, and I just swap 1 for 1. Like, I just swap.
No, I think that's valid. This is probably given +4 more often. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, yeah. The fact it's a Fury spell as well. Falling Star. Oh, not anymore, buddy. God, I genuinely might just start running, because of the sideboard increase, the adding more just like in my deck as just like a one of, and then being like, oh, well, it's there just in case I need it. And then I go into a Fallen Star deck and I was like, just gonna slide this in. Don't mind me. Yeah, very good card. Very good card. Next one, Riven. Pretty good. It's gonna be a short one. This 3 and a power for 3. Weapon Master. When I attack, choose an enemy unit here. Deal 2 for each equipment. No tag. Has a power cost. Has Weapon Master. We have no equipment. I think that literally this couldn't have been further from an Ivern card if we tried.
It's shouting his ear. It's not shouting.
Yeah. Oh, they've added the promo in here.
That's quick.
Yeah, they don't mess about on PA. I need to actually turn off the alt arts. There we go. Okay, Shen. 5 and a power for 6 might, which is Scourge of Shadows. When I hold, if there is exactly one other unit you control here, draw 1. We've already discussed this. Exactly one other unit. When do you do that in Ivern?
Yeah, it's not happening. Especially to draw 1 card. That's not happening.
The fact that this card exists when Stellarcore does as well is so funny, by the way. I love how it's like, okay, pay 5 and a power for 6 might. So you're not even like overstatting it much. And like, what's the power cost here? The power cost is to, give you this ability, which is a hold effect, which is one of the hardest things to do in this game. And you have to have 1 other unit, so your opponent just kills your 1 other unit, and you just don't do anything. This card is so bad. It's so bad.
In a specific Shen deck, it's probably okay. In any other deck, it's just...
Yeah. Okay. I think this is going to be one of the most interesting cards of this set to see what it does. Steel Paws, 1 energy, 0 might, cat. It has deflect. It also has Empower 7. I have 7 might. Plus 7 might. I think this card is super interesting because I think it's going to be one of 2 things. I think it's going to be one of those cards that you're like, I cannot believe that this card got printed and it's just good. Or this is the biggest bait card that anyone has ever seen. And I do not know which one it is.
So this is the second 1-cost unit card we've seen in the game. The first is the Sentry card, the orange one that's played in Rengar sometimes. So there's that aspect of it, which is really interesting. I think maybe being able to go second and play 2-drop and a 1-drop is good, even if this had no text. It does something. Late game +7 is quite nice. I don't know. I think this is okay. I think it's decent. I don't know.
Right. My opinion is the way that I play Ivern, I like to have a lot of 2-drops. I think my 2-drops is like 3 more than yours. Like that is how many that I'm playing. Do I want this as an early drop? Maybe. I don't know. Like it's not doing anything until it's on a brush, and even then it's like 1 might, and it has deflect, so they're not gusting it. So it's good against like purple decks at the moment. If you're playing 7, if you're paying the 7 energy, you're paying it like on rate for it to become an issue later on. If you're playing it like a 2-drop and a 1-drop and going second, you're in a deck that already struggles for card draw anyway. So like, if they kill it, which is not going to be hard to do, it just has deflect. I don't know. It feels like it could be an interesting card.
Playing a 2 and a 1-drop would particularly be when you're playing into Aurora that's not Jace, because then you're going to win a turn sooner. So having that option is kind of nice. Realistically, this probably is coming in the mid game. You find it off Ivern, you play it for 1, you empower it when you're ready.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be interesting. It will definitely see main deck play, but the question is, how many are you running? Where do you think this would fall?
I think in the end it's gonna come under 1. Again, when I'm testing, I'll test 2 and see how it goes. I think realistically it's probably gonna be 1. I find it off Ivern, I play it for 1, and power when I'm ready. I think it's probably gonna be 1.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It kind of falls in the same slot as... What's the best card to give an example for? It's kind of like a Daisy. Like, you see it with Ivern, and you're like, oh yeah, I need this now. And it's going to be like kind of one of those cards. You can play it, and you can empower it the same turn. And essentially, you've just paid 8 for 8 with deflect. No power cost.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, it'll be very interesting. I do think one of is going to be correct. But, yeah, I guess we'll see. I do think it's nice though that we now have options for optional high might cards. I think that's one of the issues with Ivern. We don't have a lot of high might cards at the moment that we want to play. So the fact that this is like, hey, we could see it as a one-of and it's cheap. Like we get this and it's like, okay, if we draw this in the early game, okay. If we draw it in the late game, okay. Like there's no bad time to get this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with one of if we're going to be playing this in the main deck. Next one. This card. Oh, I do not know what to do with this card. 7 energy, 7 might, Astral Heron. It is a bird. And the errata text is, when you play your first card each turn, if I'm at a battlefield, the first card is supposed to say, this turn costs 2 energy less, 2 power less. I think this card falls in the same category as Ultrasoft Poro. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. It's the same type of card, isn't it? You have to put it at battlefield to get any benefit. It's a heavy cost card, so it's high risk, high reward. It's hard. It's hard to play these cards in Ivern where it's such a gambit.
I think if you're playing a deck and you have 9 runes, you play this, your opponent has tapped out, and you hold up Flurry of Feathers next turn as your first card, I think it could go crazy.
Well, it's now this turn though, isn't it? The errata is.
Yeah, but it's the first card you play each turn, so it's at a battlefield. So like, from my understanding, it's at a battlefield on your opponent's turn, and it's the first card you play each turn. It's their turn, but it's just each turn. It's not like your turn, right? So
no, I think it's. I don't know actually. I don't know. I'd have to read it again.
Let me pull up the the handy Riftbound report to like get the errata back up. Where did I post the erratas? Here we go. So when you play your first card each turn, if I'm at a battlefield, the next card you play this turn costs 2 less. Like 2 less. I feel like if this is on a battlefield on your opponent's turn, the first card you play that turn, if you play a card on their turn, would have the discount. So I feel like if you have this down, the Flurry of Feathers is discounted.
So the first card you would play, their turn, if it's at battlefield, you would have to play one card, and then the next card would be discounted.
True. You know what? Yeah. Reading it is hard.
There's 2 of us, and that took a while. Yeah, so the second card...
if you play this as your first card, the next card that you play on that turn is discounted. So you can play, like, Heron and... Poro. Yeah, that's broken! Yeah, honestly, though, like...
13 might on a battlefield.
I would do that. That's pretty good. I don't know. I feel like if you're running this... So, the question is, are you running this in the main deck? And I think I am. I think I'm testing this as a yes. And I think it says a 1.
If I was to play, I would play 1. I mean, I will test it. If I would play Poro, Ultra Soft Poro this format, I would play that. If I wouldn't play Ultra Soft Poro, I wouldn't play that. So for me, it's still in the potential realm until I figure it out. If I was to play it, just 1. Yeah, just 1.
Yeah. I think it's interesting, though, because how do you get the... So I was thinking that you get discount on Daisy for this. But, like, because of that first card turn, you have to, like, develop and then get an extra discount on Daisy. Which could be interesting, because you could, like, develop, get all of Daisy's tags. Daisy gets the discount, then you get the discount from Heron. So Daisy would be 3 energy.
Yeah, just 3 energy.
And all you'd have to do is play... Just say you have the cat and a dog. You play this, you play the old Poro, so you get the bird and the Poro, and then you play Daisy for 3. So you would have to have 10 energy... Yeah, 10 runes for that. I don't think that's bad. I think say... But that's actually kind of crazy.
I mean, there's 15 energy worth for 5 less and no power.
Huh. Yeah, I think this is a one-off. It's super interesting. This card is super, super interesting. It's high might, so it's hard to remove. Like, your opponents aren't dealing with this easily. They have to use a kill spell on it, or they have to, like, punch first. And you're playing it on a battlefield where there's, like, the cat tank anyway. You've got the Mauser on there. So, it inherently is harder to kill anyway.
It's a one of. It might find the list. It's a one of. It's got potential. You could play it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. I think we both agree though. Super super interesting card.
It's cool. It's really cool.
Next card is Helm of Suppression, which is a gear. It is 4 and a power. It says opponent spells cost 1 more, and then you can empower it for another 4 and a power. And then if it's empowered, they cost an energy and a power more instead. So they just have... So basically you pay 4 and a power to make them pay a power extra for each one. I don't think we see this in our deck. I think this is a really funny card for Ornn, though. I don't know about you. I just don't think this card specifically is an Ivern deck card.
No, definitely not. It's designed for control decks, isn't it?
Yeah. They've also messed up the description here on Piltover. Goddamn crazy. Always messing stuff up. Next one, and the final one for Calm, is good old Nasus Ascended, the thumb dog for everyone that saw the reveals. God, watching everyone react to this and not knowing what this last bit said was so funny, because I was like, this could say win the game, and I still think it would be bad.
Mm-hmm.
It
says a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah. 8 and a power for 8. It's a dog, so it'll be 9 might on a battlefield. It has deflect too, which is like actually significant. I actually think it's a really good stat line to have with deflect, because hard to kill, They're not beating you on might because of brushes and tank units and Yumis and friendships and back-offs and everything else. If this said the empower is 8 energy, and then its empower effect is when I conquer, you score 1. I think if this said when I score, you score an additional point, I think it would be good. I think if it worked kind of like Yellow Ivern, it would be good. I don't like the fact it's on Conquer, though.
I don't think it would be good. I think it'd be okay. I mean, it's just such a big commitment to score 1 point. There's so many easy ways to score a point. Even like Yellow Ivern is, I can score it from hold, and I can then conquer and score it again. It's just jumping through hoops.
I think this is really funny. You play this on turn, like you're on 6 points. You have 1 battlefield that's on no. You're on 5 points. You're holding a battlefield. Okay, I want you to picture this. You're on 5 points. You play this in base. You hold for next turn. Go to 6. You play Twilight Shroud on the Nasus, and then empower him. Then he'll be a 9 might unit, and if he takes over the battlefield, you win the game. It's a 2-card, make your opponent unable to do anything to the dog. It's bad, but
it's something.
It's a combo you can do. But yeah, I think this is not seen in Ivern.
Yeah, sadly, I think so too.
The tag's there, but I don't think we're ever going to see this in Ivern. And if you see your opponent play this, if you're going in like a mirror matchup and your opponent has this, your only answer is like Hidden Blade, right? Apart from them just like trading a bunch of units to kill this. That's not good for us. In an Ivern mirror, I think it's funny. I think it's good in an Ivern mirror.
If you had to answer it. But like, if you spent a turn developing that, you're probably ahead.
No. So you play it straight to a battlefield and then Emperor's divide it back over to the other battlefield. That's what a real genius would do.
That's the sauce.
But that wraps up our calm cards. So we'll look over this quickly before we move on to the order cards. What's your opinion on everything right now? We have nothing in 3 of. We have 2 in 2 of, 3 in 1 of, and then 3 more in potential and sideboard. Would you change anything from this right now that we've seen all the calm cards?
No, I don't think so. I think as well, like, because there's so many units with the tags, I think it's hard to get a space in the deck. So I actually think I'm surprised how many cards with potential there are. How many cards potential and higher. There's actually, we've already got 8 cards that could go in the deck. That's a lot. That's a lot of changes before we even get onto the order.
Yep.
So I think I'm quite happy with where things are.
Yeah, no, I think I'm pretty happy here. These are just like, yes, we're counting them as main deck cards, but I think you could play these in very different Ivern lists. Like if you're making an Ivern list and like maybe this is the card that you want to build around, you shouldn't be doing, but like, hey, you can. It's possible. Yeah, no, I still think my favorite card so far is Twilight Shroud. I know I'm about to do some evil stuff with that card. It's going to be so fun. However, we are only halfway through, so I hope you are buckled in, because our next card is Dragon Form. It's 3 energy for a spell. It's slow speed. Choose a unit. Its base might becomes 5 this turn. And then flow 3, so you can play it from your trash. And then banish it afterwards. What's your opinion on this card?
At first it was like, oh, I could use this on a bird, and that would be really good. And, probably not, realistically. I wish, like, maybe I could, like, hide this or something to buff up a bird. You might use the flow at some point in the game. Might be okay. But because it's slow speed, you're only really using it offensively, and that's my problem in this particular case. What do you think?
I want to give my opinion that I think this is a one-off sideboard card. I think this is specifically, you are going against decks that have insane amounts of might, and they use that to get onto a battlefield, and then this is your backup for that situation. So, like, for example,
yeah, go on.
you're looking at, like, maybe an Elder Dragon. Like, you're playing against maybe Rengar Dragons, Volibear Dragons. They've got Mountain Dragon, Elder Dragon on a battlefield. And then this is here. I think it's because it's flow, you can do it as a one-off, because then you obviously have the chance to play it again. But I think this is a sideboard card in a specific meta. I'm not saying I'm adding this to my sideboard now. I'm saying there is a very particular meta that we are thinking about, and it helps us in that meta. And that is big might meta. But what do you think about that?
I mean, I could see it. Like, it's definitely not a bad card. It's just finding the right situation. And you know, some people say, you know, Steel Paw +5. But again, it's a slow speed situation of, you know, this is 3 energy, and you know, I'd rather play Vi in most cases, right? And these kind of things. Maybe if there becomes an easier way to get a card in the discard, so if there's like a Zon for holding, then I think this might be quite cool, you know, to be able to basically put it in the discard, still play it for the same cost, draw a new card. It might see play. Not right now, not in any of my lists, but it might see play. It is a good card.
Yeah, I think the fact it works on opponent's units makes it playable. I think if it was choose your unit,
yeah,
it is unplayable. But the fact that you can choose to use it on an opponent's unit, I think makes it playable, makes it interesting. Yes, I think my line of like using it on an Elder Dragon probably maybe not see play the most. I think if anything, you're going to use it on like a bird. Because think about this, your late game, you have a bunch of birds, you need to outpush a battlefield, you have no cards left in hand, apart from this, you have 6 energy to play this twice. Maybe turn 2 birds and get +8 might for 6. It's not awful. Like, it's a play that you can do. And it might win you the game.
It definitely has potential. It does have potential. It's a bit situational right now, but not forever.
Yeah. I think right now, I would add it to sideboard, because it's potentially a sideboard card.
Yeah.
Should we make a separate chat thing? Hold on, let's make a new row, and then call it potential sideboard, because what the hell have I done? Sideboard. So potential sideboard is Sanctum. I mean, I guess all of the sideboard cards are going to be potential, right? Actually, yeah. Never mind. Ignore me.
Well, yeah, I was going to say all of these right now.
Yeah. All these. I'm looking at all of these. I'm like, wait, every single one of these is coming down. Yeah, sideboard is just like potential sideboard. So I guess we like potential. Nah, fuck, we'll just leave it. Next card. Disciple of Shen. 2 for a power. 2 for a might. Hidden. I have shield 3 when I'm at a battlefield with exactly one other unit you control. We've already said it once. Don't need to say it twice.
The name is for Shen, isn't it?
Yeah. Just a Disciple of Shen. It's just an Ivern card. Horns of the Dragon, which is 6 for 6 and has tank. I don't understand why this has tank. This is clearly a Shen card, which gives you tank. So why does it have tank?
Just also a bit weak.
Yeah. Like, it's unrate to get a keyword where you'll be playing it in a deck that can give it the same keyword.
Yeah.
I feel like this is supposed to be like a shield card. Like, I feel like this card could be like Assault 2, Shield 2.
Yeah, and it would still. I mean, it still probably wouldn't see that much play.
Yeah, but like, I feel like this is what like Garen is, like the Proving Grounds Garen, and then you can give him tank. I actually think. Wait, hold on. If we change the energy to 6, he's 6, right?
Yeah, he's 6.
Is he 5? Oh no, he's 6.
He's 6.
Oh no, he's orange. I'm thinking that's why he didn't show up. He's the orange one. It's this one. Yeah. So he has a power cost and 1 less might. Yeah, I think That card is just bad, and it's not being seen playing Ivern anyway. But like, I just think Tangent, this card is bad.
Yeah, agreed.
So it's not being seen playing in Ivern, and he gets -1 rep for being bad.
Probably doesn't see a lot playing anything.
No, it's I guess it's okay in pre-rifts, like as just a big unit.
Yeah, it might be sealed star kind of card.
Yeah. Keeper of Law is 5 and a power for 5 might. So you are currently equal on the might for energy cost, but the power needs to be in effect, which is I cost 2 energy and a power less if you control a battlefield with exactly 2 units there. Shen card, so it makes it a 3 for 5, which is essentially what we're doing as Ivern anyway. We're paying 3 might for like 5 might units. So, hey, it's kind of like our units, but yeah, just not being seen in our deck.
Inefficient, yeah.
Okay. Massa Crashing Thunder. 4 energy, 4 might. So Yordle, so no tags that we can take care of here. You may pay order power as an additional cost to play me. When you play me, if you paid the additional cost, stun an enemy unit at a battlefield. Nope. Next. I don't think this card is good. It's better than the Horns of the Dragon.
No. Well, yeah, he's better than Hans.
But like that is the floor. Like that is where the bar is. 4 and a power for 3. Reluctant Leader. When you play another unit, give me +2 this turn.
That's dreadful in this deck. It's actually good in Rek'Sai. I mean, it's not dreadful. Like, let me it's not dreadful in this, but
I would love this in Rek'Sai. Like I played Rek'Sai at Lille, and I played Seals, so I'm paying 4
exactly.
And this, and then like I normally play like captains and stuff. Imagine I played captain and had this. Damn, that's like that's a big might swing. And then normally you don't care if you lose the unit on the defense because you want to get the reconquer anyway to trigger the legend.
Exactly.
Like this card is like perfect for Rek'Sai, and that because we are not Rek'Sai, it goes down here. Okay, we have a card for us. 3 energy, 3 might. We have a bird, new tag. Solari Sunhawk. So unrate, it has an empower effect, so we're just unrate at the moment. So like this card is just good. That is just like it's average. It's a potential turn 1 play if you're going second, sure. It has empower 2. I have +1 might and deflect 2. I kind of like this card. What's your opinion on it?
Yeah, I also like it. I mean, there's a lack of birds in the deck anyway, unless you're able to play bird tokens. Being able to play again second, it's just on cost. If for some reason you miss another unit, well, actually you can conquer a battlefield, empower this. Now he's defending for 5. It's got deflect 2. I like it, and empower 2 is really not a lot. So when you've got like a couple extra energy, you can just empower it anytime.
Yeah, no, I think the deflect 2 is really... If this was deflect 1, I don't think it would see any play. The fact it's deflect 2, it tells your opponent, you have to beat me in combat. You can't afford to target me with the spell. Because imagine they target you with a spell, you have that cat, or maybe not the cat, maybe you have Mauser and a Poro. Your friendship's now +3, and you're holding 1 energy up, and your opponent's like, do they have it? And they just lose the game on the spot if they...
Exactly.
They get this, and then it's just I think it's really good. The question is though, where's it going?
I think I'm gonna play this one, or at least I'm gonna try.
So are we thinking higher on the include list? Are we thinking lower? Are we thinking
it's probably still 2. The problem is because Affectionate Poro is like a similar kind of card. You know, it's 3 cost, 3 might. I can't fit both. So the ratio of these cards, I'm probably going to include 4 in total. It might end up being 3 and 1 of 1, or the other way around. It might be 2 and 2. For me, it's probably in that same region.
Yeah, I mean, I would be happy with 2. I need to test it, right? If I test this and I feel like the deflect 2 is broken, we could be going up here. Like
it could be, yeah.
But it might not be enough, and it might just be like, hey, it's good as a turn 2 play. If you find it in your hand, it's pretty good. I need to remind myself about something. I need to make a note because I need to talk about something. And I forgot it, and I just remembered what the talking point was. So I'm going to write it down before I forget. Okay. My remembrance for afterwards has been written down. And I think it's an interesting topic for us to go through. Okay, next card. Soul Spinner, which is 3 for 3. It's a spider, Soul Spinner. It has ambush. This is the first time me reading this card, by the way.
I like the concept. I mean, it's cool, but
There is something going on with Spider Tag next set.
Spider, yeah, there definitely is.
It does at least have a music skin. Not LOR. Lol. What's her cosmetics? Does she have any music theme skins?
I don't know of any, but
No, because it's like Radiant's set next is going to be all to like music and stuff.
yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
she's just like one of the outliers that don't fit the thing. But like we've got 2 spider cards this set. Viable last set.
You never know if she ends up getting a music skin, between now and Radiant's release. We know what's happening.
New KDA skin maybe? I don't know. They psyched off Seraphine. At least is the new one. Yeah, not a card that I think we're going to be playing. There's a lot better ambush cards like Vi. It's just such a better ambush card than this. I'd rather. It's just not for us. 3 energy, 3 might for escaped greyback. No tags for us. Just has empower, kill a friendly unit to empower it, and I have +2 might. Interesting card that you'll probably see in Victor, I guess, with like tokens.
Definitely LeBlanc as well. It's really cool LeBlanc.
Oh, true.
Yeah, like Killer Reflection. So you've got easy way to trigger Death Knell. Then this goes to 5. Then you hook it, pull out like something that's 6. Really cool. Victor's the other deck that might play it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is DN. LeBlanc, now that you mention it, yeah. This is a LeBlanc card, which is kind of sad because this is a Jin card from Legends of Runeterra. So, interesting. Next card on the roster is a Hungry Wolf, which is 4 energy, 4 might. It's a dog, so we're looking at the tag. And if you pay a power, a yellow power at slow speed, you can ready it and give it +1 might this turn. But you can only do that if you've chosen an enemy unit this turn, and you can only do this effect once per turn. So, the thing I need to look at, because I've not properly looked at this,
Let's choose.
is what. So I think Charm is the first one, right? So you've got Charm.
Yep.
You have Rune Prison. I assume we're looking at spells. I know we can do abilities, but like we'll just look at spells for now.
Rune Prison is like a maybe because again.
I mean, I'm just looking at like viable targets,
they have to be holding, yeah, like.
So, Rune Prison, then
technically Hidden Blade.
Yeah, Hidden Blade, Call to Glory, technically.
I mean, technically, yeah, you can buff them.
Phase Breaker, Blast Power. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think there's the cards for this at the moment. Like we got Thwunk. Thwunk is like the best card for this, right?
No, because they have to be attacking, so they won't be attacking during your turn. So it's just hard to trigger.
Yeah, there's just nothing, right? There's like back off. Like you preemptively back off to stun your unit. No, because it has to touch their unit.
Yeah, I mean it's like you could like use buff spells, but I don't think that's the answer.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this
you don't
card.
Want to waste a buff spell on.
Yeah, this card is. Who is supposed to play this? Is this a Shen card?
I don't know. I'm quite critical towards Yellow Azir in this deck, but what I will say is if you're gonna play this, you might as well just play Yellow Azir.
Oh, yes, that is.
Yellow Azir kind of invalidates his card because you can always choose to make him ready. Yes, he doesn't have the +1, but he's also a tag, and you don't have to jump through hoops to do it.
And the hoops that you can do are literally like 3 cards.
Yeah, well, you'll end up paying
like,
more.
yeah. So, not going to be seen in Ivern. That's really weird. Is that the first one that we... Is that... Yeah, it's the first... Oh, no, the dog was here, sorry. the dogs are just bad.
At first I looked at it and I thought I was going to play it. It's a 4/4, no power cost dog, but it's impossible to trigger. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I just want to... Choose an enemy unit. Someone mentioned like an Ash card, like a future Ash card, which would be funny, but I was like, wait, does Ash trigger this? But it's enemy unit. So it's not even like when you choose an enemy. Like, it'd be really cool if you like Ash and then play this. I like, hey, I chose you. So yeah, interesting. Okay. Key barrier. I have already judge called this one. So 2 energy and a power, reaction speed, choose a unit, prevent the next 7 damage that would be dealt to that unit this turn. So, if you use this on a tank unit, for example, our mutated Mauser, our beloved mutated Mauser, you have to deal 11 during the combat stage. So I wanted to clarify if you could then do 4 and then move on to a different target, because I wanted 100% to clarify that. And then Grenton was like, no, they have to assign the 11. And I think this card is good. I think this card is very good. This deck focuses on outmighting your opponent for cheaper. Like, you're playing 2 drops that are 4 might. This is 2 and a power for essentially 7 might on a spell. I think this card is really, really good. But I need to test it, because I also think it's meta dependent. Like, if there's a lot of ping spells in the meta, it's bad, because it's easily countered. But if you're going into, like, Set or Master Yi, or who else is, like, really big units? Volibear?
I mean, it's not even just like that, though. I mean, you could use it into, like, spell deck. So if you're going to get... If your Ivern's going to get Falling Star twice or Singularity, like, it can come up there as well. It actually, interestingly, so I wrote an Ivern guide and I started updating it on Monday, and I started talking about this card, and I thought, actually, now you can survive unchecked power, which is really weird. So some of your units can now survive unchecked power, which is a really specific use case, but I thought actually it's really cool that you can kind of play around spell damage, not just combat damage, but play around spell damage really well with it.
Specifically, it's a buffed Ivern or a buffed Ivern on a brush, an ultra soft Poro on a brush.
Yes.
And
basically any of units that are worth saving. If you've already played Vilemar, your Vilemar survives, that kind of thing. So
very interesting. Okay, so then my question to you then: where do you add this? Are you adding it as sideboard? Is this 1, 2? It's definitely not a 3 of. I can tell you that.
No. I mean, I think there's a build that might be put together that plays maybe seals, and we're getting value out of seals, and this just costs 2, and then it's not too bad. And then maybe you play 1 to 2 in the main deck. I think for me right now, this probably ends up being in the sideboard.
Okay.
Until I know that it's right for this meta. And the problem is, as much as like I love Mouser, it's 1 card in the deck. So only 1 card in the deck right now has the tank keyword.
Yes.
If I had even an extra copy of that, then I would be like, okay, I'm going to play at least 1 in the main deck. Because this plus Mouser is absurd. It's amazing.
I don't know if I've mentioned it to you. I'm a real big fan of Yuumi. When Gust isn't going to be as meta prevalent, Yuumi's going straight back in my deck. I think Yuumi is a crazy card. This is such a good card with Yuumi. Yes, it's getting a bit more power hungry, so you have to figure that out. I feel like this is a 1-of in the deck list. I feel like this is just going to be in the deck. This, to me, is equivalent of Call to Glory. Like, you have it as a 1-of, and your opponent has to go, do you have it? Because it will just swing you games on the spot. Like, Falling Star on Ivern, or Unchecked Power. I feel like you just win games on the spot if you have this in hand. So like,
I'm happy to concede playing 1. Honestly, like, this card is, I don't even know if we're doing it justice. It is so powerful at the right time.
It's so good. I mean, I'm trying to think now. What deals exactly 7? Apart from units. Falling Star does 6. Singularity does 6. What else? I don't think there's anything else that does like big. I guess, funnily enough, this stops Watcher, because Watcher is exactly 7, right?
It does, yeah. So everything would have at least one.
Everything would have exactly 1 might over lethal. So if they Watcher and try to push to a battlefield, you protect the 1 unit you want to save, and you save a Watcher. I think this is good as a 1-of. I actually do. I actually think this is a really good card as a 1-of. So yeah, I think we'll put it in the 1-of. Next card is Lacerate. 2 energy and a power. It is a slow speed spell. You choose a unit. If it is empowered, you disempower it. Then kill it if it has 3 might or less. And it has flow for 4 energy and 2 power, so you can play it from your trash and then banish it.
You know, I'm just gonna say straight up, I think this could end up in the sideboard because like this, depending on the meta, could be a very powerful card. If everyone's playing Kale, for example, and Kale's been empowered once or twice, and you disempower Kale and then it kills her, that could be really efficient. It kills in any location as well. It doesn't just kill at a battlefield, which makes this quite unique. Realistically, I don't know if it's going to see a lot of play, but when it's strong, it's going to be really strong. So I think it has the potential to be in the sideboard.
I don't really like this card, you know? I feel like there's too many things it's asking you to do. And for, like, not even a guarantee, like, just say your opponent's on a 3-might unit and they buff it. I don't know, I just feel sad. Like, I'd rather play Call the Week. Call the Week seems like such a better card to have, right?
Well, the difference is we get to choose the unit here.
Yeah, but like normally when you're playing Call the Week, you're doing it you sideboard it into decks so you know that you can use Call the Week into. Like, you're not doing it into token decks. So I could see the line. Like, I can see the argument being, depending on the meta, it's a sideboard card. But like, what are we aiming for here? Like, Diana? Does Diana have any buffs in her deck?
No, I mean, unless she's on Abandoned Hall. I mean, this also, kills off or something out of, trying to kill a Stellarchon, for example. It kills the Akali Chosen Champion if you choose the 3 cost as well, which can be a real tempo swing. So I do think there's potential,
I will.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll give you the sideboard potential, but I just don't think. I personally don't think this will be a sideboard card. I just think it's too weak, which is really weird because like it's got a power cost. So like they've tried to nerf it. Maybe empowered becomes like this really broken thing, and you're like you're paying 2 and a power to disempower something for the turn. Maybe try to kill it. They try to then buff it to keep out of range, and you kill it in a combat afterwards because it doesn't have its empowered effect. I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like this card isn't going to be good. But I'm happy to be wrong, I guess. Like, having...
It could honestly it could go either way. Honestly, yeah. This could go either way.
Following up after that, we have Noxian Emissary, which is 2 energy, 2 power. Noxus. Empower for an energy and a power. So it gets Death Knell. Play 2 recruit units to your base. LeBlanc card.
Yeah, it's cool for some kind of deck. Maybe, yeah.
Rek'Sai?
Not Ivern.
Not Ivern. Literally not an Ivern card.
No.
Next, we have Sacred Protector. 4 and a power for 6 might. It's a Fae. I don't deal combat damage unless I'm at a battlefield with exactly 1 other unit you control. Goodbye. Straight in there. God, the fact that we can literally just like exactly 1 other unit, and it's just like, well, that's not how Ivern plays. Okay, next one is Aurochs General, and I haven't read this card yet, so it's going to be very interesting because this only just got released today. 5 energy, 5 power, so you're on might. It's Trifarian, which no thing there. So it's not doing anything. It's just a base unit. So this is kind of like, it's like Ultra Soft Poro. It's 5 for 5. So then you're paying 3 and a power, very expensive, and its empower effects are your units that are empowered have 2+ might. Huh. So this one becomes buffed. And this one becomes buffed.
In the right deck, it could be quite cool. It could be quite cool in a version of Ambessa as well.
Yeah, Ambessa. This is definitely an Ambessa card. Think about it now. Because your
gank blank is 8 and can't be returned to hand. Your Ambessa is 9. Like,
oh my god, yeah, no, I don't want to see this card. Actually, I changed my mind. No. Oh wait, hold on. You can kill this to turn off the effect. This is a Hidden Blade target.
yes.
Okay. Yeah, we're not playing it in our deck, but I'm just thinking like, yeah, we want to kill this pretty quickly with Hidden Blade.
Well, yeah, it's a cool card.
But cool card. I like it. Next up, the Decree card. Okay, we already put Decree of Focus as a potential sideboard. So let's discuss this one. Decree of Unity, 2 and a power. So you're paying Hidden Blade cost for this. Kill an enemy Chaos unit or gear. So you're not doing this on a Chaos unit that is like cheap. So what do we say the breakpoint is? Are we going to say 4 energy? And then look at all of these?
Yeah, there's some powerful 4 cards, so I'd look
Okay.
at 4 and above. Which apparently there's only 11.
No, I've got Vendetta on. They don't get any draw. It's not the worst thing. Nocturne's going to see a lot of play, but I don't think I'm happy doing it on Nocturne. No. Next card is... I guess we see Vex. Is like one of in some decks. I'd be happy doing it as a Vex, because you're never doing it while in combat, because it's a slow spell.
Yeah, you could do it on Vex, would be okay. I wouldn't even hate doing it on Kha'Zix, but...
Yeah. Just because inherently he's always going to be 6. You never send him in when he's 4, so... Yeah, you kind of get good value for that. Everything else here doesn't really see play. You cannot target Baron.
Yeah, which is a shame, because that would make it good.
Yeah. Diana doesn't see any play. Vex has Deflect, but like there would be lines where you want to do it on Vex. But I still don't think it's great.
No, I did. Looking at the pool, I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, I think this is the complete opposite to Decree of Focus, and it's not seen in Ivern at the moment.
No, I mean, in set 5, maybe something might change. Right now, we've just looked at the pool. It's not good enough to use it.
I mean, we know Evelyn is going to be the Chaos Legend for set 5 because they've shown it on the box. So maybe there's an Evelyn card that we want to kill on the spot, because like 3 cost is like you're not killing anything here, right? I guess you can kill Fizz. Maybe I want to use that on Fizz actually. Stop them from doing some bullshit. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Cannon. I don't know. I don't think it's very meta dependent, right? You have to have a purple deck that is good in the meta. That's always going to happen. Purple's everywhere, and you have to have good, a good purple card that you want to kill.
But it almost definitely has to be a mid or late game card, because like you don't want to play this on curve. Like you go first, you play 2-drop, they play Cannon. You don't want to then play that moving to a brush and pass. You want to develop. So yeah, just not right now.
Just not right now. Next card. So I'm just gonna. Okay, there we go.
I actually don't know if I agree with this one.
Okay, no. I mean it. This card is
a great card.
Really fucking good. I think it's here, and you put 1 in the sideboard. That is my that is my official opinion as of right now. You run 3, but 1 is in the sideboard.
It's a 2 or 3 without a doubt.
Yeah,
it's a good card. The power cost sucks, but the ability is strong. It's like slightly overstated for a 2 cost. The problem is like randomly guessing cards.
Yes.
This combined with Ash is quite cool. Like being able to like see the hand, rip 1, name another, you basically rip 2. That'd be pretty cool. But 2 or 3 is an excellent card. It's got the cat tag. as like a 2-cost, it's overstarted. It's good.
This, to me, in certain matchups, is 2 and a power, win the game. If I go against an Azir player, Arise, and I look at them and I go, your new game target is to kill this. You can't do anything until this is dead. And I will do everything in my power to keep this thing safe. And then what they do is, as they are trying to kill it and I'm saving it, I play the second one down and I go, Arise. And I look at them and go, game's over, because you can't do anything. Against Aurelia, there is no discipline. Like, it hits.
That's what makes it good, yeah.
It hits so many signature spells. So it's just any spell, right? So signature, get out of Vendetta, and do spell. And then we just look at any of the ones that see play, okay? So technically Zenith Blade in Leona, but like think Showstopper for sets.
Yeah.
Relentless Pursuit, Void Rush,
Rise,
Riposte, Jin runs Curtain Call, Throw Hunt.
Moonfall.
Yeah, Moonfall, you've got Mirror Image, Alpha Strike. You're going to be seeing this in Akali, so just turning off Shuriken Flip. You're definitely not fucking using this card. If anyone's doing this, they're playing the game wrong. Rebuttal is going to be really funny to see. Kennen, you just hit Lightning Rush. Because like there's some cards you know they're going to be 3 of. Arise, 3 of. Rebuttal, 3 of. Moonfall, 2, maybe 3 of. Defiant Dance, 3 of. Relentless Pursuit, 3 of. There's just so many cards. That's just signature spells. Like, you can go against, like, any green deck, defy. Sorry, you can no longer defy spells. Huh? What are we doing? This card, I just think is so good. So, I didn't read it out. So, 2 and a power for 3 might. It's a card, Fallen Feline. When you play me, name a spell. While I'm at a battlefield, your opponent cannot play spells with that name. Crazy card. Like, when people saw this card and reacted, people were like, oh my god, it's a Meddling Mage, was it? An MCG card, I think it is. And they were like,
something like that, yeah.
Oh my god, this card, oh my god. And I'm just like, bro, cat. Cat? Cat? Has he tag? Has he cat? Oh my god, yes. And then I saw the effect, I was like, wait, that card is crazy. Yeah, I'm running this as a 2 of instantly in every single list. You will always find a card, a deck that has a card that you can use this on. And funnily enough, there could be a line where all of these are sideboarded in the game 1. And then you go, you have a look what they're running, and then you decide afterwards, do I then play, do I bring this in? But that is a discussion for a different time. But yeah, definitely a 2 of. 100% a 2 of. Did I move this down by accident?
Yes, because that should be in 2.
Yeah. Okay. Book this card. 2 energy for a gear called Glowstone. You have to empower it first. So you pay 2, and then you recycle 2 to empower it. You disempower it and exhaust it. You choose a player. They gain control of the Glowstone and recall it. Okay? At the end of your turn, kill this and deal 5 to all units you control. So we're playing Hot Potato now. So if they play this, they're always going to empower it because they get this. This text is its own line. So when you see this come down, immediately know it's coming back over, because if they don't, it just blows up on their turn, which is really funny. So if they're playing Gears, sorry, if they're playing Seals, not Gears, if they're playing Seals specifically, and they can start paying for this for free, we are in big trouble. We are in very big trouble. One of the biggest counters for our deck right now. That being said, I don't think we're ever not having 3 of Disarming Rake available to us. So we do have answers to this already.
I mean, gear removal is a must in the current meta. You have to have gear removal. Green Ivern searches for Disarming Rake, which is fantastic. Glowstone, aka Hot Potato. If that goes off on my board, I'm packing up my cards. Like my cats, dogs, birds, Poro are blown all over the place. Yeah, I wouldn't play this. It's too risky. But, I don't want to see it on the board at all.
Yeah, I'm never playing this, but if I ever have my opponent play it, I'm going to be so sad. But I don't think many people are going to be playing this, though. there is this very specific, like, gear controlled, like sealed control deck that you're gonna have to play for this. Maybe Renata with gold? I don't know. It's not an Ivern card though, but it is a terrifying card nonetheless. Kale, Justified. 3 energy, 3 might. No tags that we care about. You can empower her for 3 energy. And she can be empowered up to 3 times. And she has +2 might for each time she's empowered. And then, while I'm empowered 3 times, I have Deflect 3 and Ganking. I really like Kale, but we're not playing her in Ivern.
No.
So if the last overnumbered is Kale versus Morgana, I probably would. I think I'm going to be buying a playset of the Kales. I love Kale. I was going to get a tattoo.
I buy a playset Morgana. No.
No. I was going to get one of my like I don't have any tattoos, but one of the tattoos that I was going to get was Kale using this art. I was going to reach out to Riot and say, hey, is there any chance I can have the following card art in its full expansion, like full thing? Because I wanted this.
Oh yeah, the
I wanted this as a tattoo at one point because I really like how it looks. But obviously it's not fully visible. So we'll but yeah, I love Kale. Unfortunately, you're not playing her in Ivern. So she goes here. Next card. Kennen, balance, keeper of balance. 3 energy, 2 might. No tags that we care about. Kennen has hidden. And when you play Kennen or Kennen attacks, you can pay 2 energy to stun a unit. While there is a stunned unit here, I have +2 might. What's your opinion?
I think this card's actually really good. What's worth mentioning is there is, up until this point, there was 0 hidden cards in yellow, and there was 1 hidden unit, in yellow, and there was 1 hidden unit in orange, which was Packet Cup, which is obviously not very good. Being able to hide this, play it, stun something, he gets +2, he's defending for 4. Stun is really good. I think this helps around decks like Yi that play Rengar, any deck that plays Rengar, that actually might start trading things off. I think this is really good. I actually think this Kennen's really good. I think it's going to be really good hidden. Worst case scenario, it's a 3 cost, so you play it, go in second, get the battlefield. I think this card's really, really good for Ivern.
Yeah, I was thinking about just taking my what's the card called? Back off and swapping back off for Kennen, just as a one-off.
Well, Kennen doesn't get defied. Kennen doesn't get defied. He also adds might to the battlefield. He can trigger that multiple times as well, because you might move him back with Emperor's Divide and then attack in. So he's like a mini Vi. There's a lot of good stuff there.
You can choose with Green Ivern.
Yes, you search him. I think he's really, really good in this deck.
You can just do exactly what you need when you have him, and if you don't want him, you just get rid of him. I think he's just good. Yeah, mini Vi is a good way to describe him. I would say as a one-off in the main deck. What was your opinion on that?
I'm not sure yet. Is either I think it depends how many backoffs you play.
I only play 1, so I'd literally just swap back off for Kennen.
I think one's fine. I think it's probably it's a 1 or 2. If you play 2 backoffs, I'd probably still go 1-on-1, to be honest. He's probably one of
Yeah, I think if you run 2 backoffs, I think it's probably a good idea to do 1 backoff, 1 Kennen.
I'd probably still split him. Yeah.
Only another good thing is helps not with Green Ivern, which is always a good thing. Like if you whiff with Green Ivern, it's so sad, and it just helps not do that. Removing spells and putting in units instead just helps with that.
Especially when they're functionally the same, right? So
yes. It's just when you play from hidden, you have to make sure you have 2 energy up to get the stun.
Yeah.
So there's just that downside of it's a 2 energy back off, but you also get the benefit of getting +4 might on the battlefield.
Yeah.
So it helps with decks that are pushing with one big unit, or if they're pushing with like 2 medium units, you stun one of them, and you have an additional might to try and kill both of them.
Yes.
Next card, a third card until the last one. Ambessa, respected and feared. 5 energy, 5 mights. No tags that we care about. She has empowered 1 energy, 2 order power. When she's empowered, she has assault 2. And when I attack, kill an enemy unit with enemy units here with less might than me. There's a lot of words on there. We're not playing this in our deck, but I am scared that this card will see play. So the fact that she can be readied by her legend, I think this is a card that we have to be worried about, because the 7 of might on the assault kills every single one of our units. So we have to be careful for this card. But for this instance...
Not in our deck, but yeah, playing
Not in
around
our
it,
deck.
definitely.
Shady Spectacles. 4 energy gear. It has equip for 1 energy, 1 power. As this attaches to a unit, choose another friendly unit. The equipped unit becomes a copy of that unit for as long as this is attached to it. The one thing I want to say about this is if you do not mutated Mauser, the other cat, I can't think of the name off the top of my head at the moment. The cat that
Frisky
summons
Hunter.
Frisky. If you have Frisky Hunter that has that bird token, and then you play Shady Spectacles, and you don't play the Empower cost, and then you play Ultra Soft Poro, you can immediately make an Ultra Soft Poro that taps. Which I think is the best line for this in our deck. You can also do a second Vilemore. I don't think you're supposed to run this in our deck, but I think it's really funny that you can get some weird combos. Vilemore, Vi, Daisy. Because we have tokens, we're one of the better decks to have this card, but I want to know your opinion.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, you read it and you're like, oh, I can make a bird into another Ivern. I think it ends up being a bit clunky though. The theory is really good and it's really cool, and you might be able to do things. But then having the turn to play 4 and then attach 1, and then you need the right unit on the board anyway to get value from, because we're only really talking Ultra Soft Poro and, well, I mean, Ultra Soft Poro, Ivern, maybe Daisy, maybe Vilemore. But these are cards that you play generally in the mid to late game. I don't know. It might be okay in certain lists. I just need to figure it out.
I also think it's the issue of one of the downsides. It's a gear, and as we talked about, gear removal is kind of like required in the meta. So
yeah,
I think it has potential as a one-of.
Yeah,
I think it's very weird. It's going to be one of two things. It'll be like insanely broken, and someone's not going to realize until someone does something really dumb with it, and they go like, "Oh my god, yeah, we found it. We found the thing that we need to do." But I can very, very easily see this being like, "Hey, yeah, we're not playing this." But I think it sits in this weird cross section of circles, which is like playable in Ivern, not playable in Ivern. Shady Spectacles is the middle card in there.
Definitely.
Just because you can do weird stuff with it. Like, one of the things is Ultra Soft Poro, you can make a Heron. You can, I don't know, you can do Ivern, Vilemore, Daisy, Vi. We have good targets for this. Then we have to have the question of, is it too expensive for it? We need tokens for it. How are we getting those? There's a lot of stuff that we need to figure out.
Yeah.
But it's a very interesting card nonetheless.
Yeah.
Which leads us to our final card. And it's going to be a very, very short statement. We just skip to this part where it says exactly one other unit.
No.
And we just move it to here. So, looking at the list, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 13, 18 cards of 46, I believe it was.
I'm sure no other deck can say there's 18 new cards that I'm considering to put in. Like, this is crazy.
It's so crazy. And I kind of want to move this here, man. God, this card is so good. I love this card. Oh, just give me this card. I cannot wait.
Honestly, put it in the 3. There's no time of the game where this card is bad.
It's so good. Like, any green deck runs Defy. They run Discipline. You just call that out. Dead cards. Like, you have to deal with this now. It hits so many decks. Like, just like, this is the...
Imagine having 3 out as well.
Yeah, like, that's just...
No,
like,
no Defy, no Discipline, no Defiant Dance.
Like,
Aurelius plenty of pub.
Master Yi. We just look at Master Yi. What did they do? Okay, so you can't use On Guard, you can't use Charm, you can't use Defy, you can't use Sabo, you can't use Punch Burst, can't use Discipline, can't use Primal Strength. I mean, you're never using Primal Strength because it's a one-of. Challenge is a one-of. You look over to Alan's list as Diana. You can't do Stack Deck. You can't do Flash, Ride the Wind, Moonfall, Starcrossed, Smokescreen, Hard Bargain.
Yeah, you just
so many of the top decks, like Squirtle's deck, Azir, you just kill Arise. Arise doesn't exist anymore. You don't have to deal with that bullshit.
Well, everything else can be defied, and then Arise is just no.
Yeah, like literally that. You just there's just so many things. It's such a good card. I think it's crazy. Oh, that is a good point. Hold on.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
We got a new card. Wow, I forgot about this completely brand new card. Hold on. Yellow. But so we also got this really cool card called Stalking Wolf this set. And it definitely reads as it intends now. Yeah, so we can quickly go over this because the graphic is just here. So Stalking Wolf got the errata that you can now ambush this card to the battlefield that you killed the unit of, even if you don't have any other units here. Which is how it was supposed to be anyway, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
What is your opinion on Stalking Wolf now?
I mean, overall, I do like Stalking Wolf. If you... he's 4 cost to attack for 6, which is good. On a brush, he's 7. We lack dogs. My problem was when I was playing this, back in set 3, towards the early iterations of testing. It didn't fit. I was playing too many copies. I didn't really have something that I wanted to kill. I think now I'm moving towards quite a power hungry build of Ivern, so I might start to look at playing seals and adapting the deck in some way. But he's a good card. He's a good card. Being able to ambush is good. I did have him in the deck, and then they announced that the wording's wrong, and then I took him out of the deck.
So I think this card is very specifically supposed to be like a shock factor card of, oh shit, you have that card, which means that you run it as a one-of. The only issue is, if you're doing it as a shock factor card, you're normally picking it off Green Ivern, so you're telling them you have it. So you counterintuitively break the reason why you run the card. Because you do it because they go, oh, they just have a birding base because whatever reason or something like that. And then you surprise them with this and go, got you. Yeah, I think if I'm going to run it, I'm going to do it as a one-of in the list. But it works now.
Yeah, thank goodness.
So there's always that. But yeah, no, I think looking at the list, I don't think there's anything I disagree with. Everything that is potential here is like taking the deck in a very weird direction, which I think is what would happen, right? Like there is a completely different Ivern deck out there now, especially now that we have so many different cards.
Mm-hmm.
Like what did we say? There was 18. Technically, there's 19 cards now that we are looking at as a new deck. There's a lot to think about.
I mean, honestly, even though I've played 250, 300 games of Ivern, I think I'm still going to start set 4 from a completely fresh list. I'm going to try something different. Just try a different build of Ivern and see actually is there untapped potential, because there's so many new cards that do different things to how we were playing before. So there might be a new way to play.
Yes. So this being the final bit of this section, I have a different question, and I wrote it down because I want to know what your opinion is. The sideboard has been increased from 8 to 10 cards.
Mm-hmm.
And as we can see, we have plenty of cards to choose from to fill this. my question is, and it got brought up in... Someone was talking about it recently with Master Yi. What is your opinion on adding 3 costs to the sideboard and sideboarding them in when going second?
Oh, interesting. Okay. Those who don't know me, I'm on Team Rift Labs, and one of my teammates is Jibs. Jibs got the best of Jin at Utrecht, so you might know him for that. Jibs loves doing that. Jibs loves building decks where he puts the 3 costs in the sideboard and switches them in. He's always like that. It's fit his playstyle. For me, I think that's generally a waste of sideboard space. I think in most cases, if it's good enough that you want to play it, it should be in the main. Now that we've got 10 cards, though, there are decks where you might have potential, but I just think they're never going to have as much impact as playing a card that that's going to target something specifically. I think it's unlikely that any of the cards, for example, the cards that we're looking at now, I don't think any of these cards have enough of an impact going second that I'm going to say, yes, I'm going to save 2 spaces to play that card to maybe see it. Honestly, I wouldn't do it. I generally wouldn't do it. The only time I would maybe do it is if you're playing like a really, really powerful card like Blue Diana in the sideboard, where she really does make that huge impact on turn 1. Right now, though, there's pretty much no 3 costs that I would want to save a side deck space for.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that has these tags that we're specifically looking at that is like a, hey, I'm running this specifically because I can run it as a first drop. I think out of these cards that you want to play on turn 1, you have Affectionate Poro. Yeah. And I guess the Sun. So literally the 2 new cards would be my 2 options, right? But I think these are making it to main. So
yeah, right.
You wouldn't sideboard them in unless it's you side more of them in, because at the moment we have them as 2 ofs. So maybe it's like hey, we have 1 of each. Just say in the deck that we build, we have 2 of these, 2 of these. Do we side in 3? Is it something where you're like, hey, sure, I'm gonna play this as going second?
But that space in the sideboard could be Color Weak. That space could be Disarming Rake. These cards that really can just switch the tide of the game. I don't think the difference between playing a Mouser and a Solari Sunhawk is that big that it's worth the spot.
Fair enough. No, I think that's fair. But I think we now do a quick section of if anyone has any questions, because we've been talking a lot about the cards. I've been glancing at chat, but I've not been seeing answering many questions. So, does anyone have any questions about maybe interactions that you want us to check out or specific cards? What changes in the Nasus deck now? Bro, I've not looked at the Nasus deck. Nasus is just mid-range soup. What decks are you most afraid of running into? I think that's a good one. I mean, ignore all the origins, because when you go into RQs, no one's going to play them.
You know what? I don't think that's true. I think it's a misconception. I am very firm on getting a big result. So I will play Master Yi if it's the best deck.
Okay.
It's the best deck for me. So I think when you get into day 2, I think you will see the origin decks. Some of them, a couple of them, the really powerful ones. You might see an Annie, you might see Master Yi.
A Kaiser.
Yeah, very, very few, but
decks that I'm scared to see is Ezreal control. I was scared of Azir. Now that we got Fallen Feline, I'm not scared anymore. That, I cannot express how much Fallen Feline wins you this matchup, because the only answer they have is Hidden Blade, and if they're gonna Hidden Blade that card, hey, all I'm gonna say is I have 3 Defy in my deck. If I don't have I'll just take the 2 draw.
If they Hidden Blade and then you draw another, and then you just put it down and do it again, it's only so it's just a 2 cost, yeah.
Yeah, second, no, there you go. You second Fallen Feline and name Hidden Blade before they Hidden Blade it, and you just completely lock them out. Oh, I like that. Apart from that, I don't think like Rengar sometimes can be an issue.
Rengar, I don't want to play against Rengar.
Yeah, he's very big. He gets buffs as well from the brush. The new legends specifically, Kennen's going to be an issue with the Rasa bullshit, the miracle bullshit again. But like, they get a lot of might on like turn 5. We might actually just be able to outmight them on turn 5.
I think so.
Like,
I
it's
think
not impossible. Renekton could be very aggressive, and one of the issues with this deck is if you're not on a battlefield, yikes. So, I need to test the matchup. I don't know what Akali and Mel are gonna do, so we'll see. But
I think Akali could be problematic. Not definitely, but I mean, just thinking about basic interactions, you can get a lot of my. You can move your champion in and out to do like 2 damage at a time, so she can move in, do 2, move out, do 2, to just like chip away at units. I'm not sure. I think Akali's one of those decks where they probably could break the hold.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. I mean, I think the Fallen Feline is just such a good card that it could just blow up some entire decks. I don't know what Akali's running, but like there might be one spell in that deck that if we just counter it, they just can't do anything. Like might be a Cleave, for example.
No, I don't think so. I've been playing a lot of Akali. I think like you could play anything from Falling Star to Cleave to Perfect Execution, the new one that readies and gives assault. Mask does a lot of heavy lifting because everything can now get plus +2 really if you move in and move out. So I don't think she's going to be a bad matchup, but I don't think she's going to be great.
Mask of Foresight, what a disgusting card. I didn't even think about that with Akali.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't like that. With Feline, do we usually declare just signature against most? It fully depends on what is being played. You need to go in knowing your problematic matchups and what cards they play. So if you have issues into Akali, you need to have notes that say, hey, if you're going against Akali, look for disciplines, what was that, public execution, like all of these spells that you know are going to be issues, and you can just preemptively do it. Because technically, if you see them play a spell, it's less value to declare that spell. Because there's only 2 cards. Sometimes you just know that they're going to run 3 of Defy, 3 of Discipline, maybe. So you can play around it. Any other questions? I think Defy is just such a good one against green decks. Because like every green deck is going to run Defy, right? And it just means that
it helps to resolve your hiddens.
Yeah, I was going to say your hidden cards are just literally just a power then. You don't have to worry about doing anything.
I just saw the question. What do you do against infinite combos?
You Fallen Feline and you call Sacrifice and they can't do it. Literally, just you call. If I go to deck library and go Lux as the legend, that guy's deck's got to come up, right? Regional qualifier number 6. Yeah. So you hit. Yeah, Sacrifice is the one card you hit, right? And this is the Time Warp variant. So you call Time Warp, and you call Sacrifice, and you look at them and go, yeah, what do you want to do? Because Renata is in sideboard for game 1. And they don't have any answers to Fallen Feline until game 2. Ruination the cat, bro. If they want a Ruination, you do that. Any
second
thoughts?
Fallen Feline just falls Ruination.
Yeah, exactly. just call out every single one of the answers. And then what you do, you actually pull out a 4th Fallen Feline from your pocket. And then you just call out every spell that they can do anything with. Any thoughts on the Stalking Wolf with errata? Sorry if it's been talked about, been at work. Yes, we did talk about... Why is your name Marshall Must Die, by the way? Yo? Yo? Yeah, we talked about it. We added it in the one copy in the main board. It's a really good surprise card, but like you need to have a bird token to kill. And it's quite expensive. So you don't want to have more than one, but if you meet the combo of like pushing a bird in, killing that bird, playing the Stalking Wolf on a 3-might unit that's on the battlefield, that your opponent's going to struggle to get above 6. So you're probably going to get the thing. It's then at 7. 7's hard to break. It's a good card. And the fact it works now is just better. But yeah. Honestly, I think Ivern has a lot of hope going into this next set.
Good stuff. There is some good stuff.
But I think I'm going to build an Ivern deck now. I don't know if you want to stay for it or if you've got to bounce, but...
Yeah, I've got to disappear, but this has been really great.
Yes, no, I appreciate you dropping in and giving your feedback on the tier list.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me on, and I'll continue to play the deck. You'll see me tweet about it. If you've liked anything I've said, EXO TCG, X0 TCG across different channels. I do have an Ivern guide. It does cost. Not everyone has money, but I will be yapping about some of these cards that I think are good. So probably the ones that we've put in 1 times or better. Not going to be talking about Nasus, sorry. But no, it's been great. Looking forward to seeing what you cook up, Marshall. And yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Yeah, take care.
See you later. Okay, chat room. It is just me and me alone now. I want to thank Jordan for stopping by. And sorry, I'm just reading some messages. Ah, okay. Sorry, I am just reading some messages. For safety reasons. Hold on. For safety reasons, I am doing this. I don't want to leak anything. I need to check something. Okay. That's fine. How's everyone doing? Do you think you will cut the Azirs? Probably not. I think Azir works too well in what the deck wants. Like, you want a card that can quickly get to a battlefield with Accelerate so that you can start tapping it and doing what you need. Let me turn on the light. My face was getting a little bit dark. What is the strategy against Aurora decks except the gear removal? Jace can recycle the Elder Dragons too. Do you mean recycle? Oh, you mean with Promising Future? You pray. There's no other way to describe that. You just pray. Yo, thank you everyone for the follows. Yo, Frenchie, how's it going? You've just missed this. You've just missed. I cannot believe, by the way, we were talking for 2 fucking hours. How have we talked for 2 hours? I've only just clocked. Oh my god, we talked about these goddamn cards for 2 hours. Holy shit, this is gonna be a long Ash YouTube video. Oh my god. Could I link the tier list? This isn't live. This is a single use one. So you're just gonna have to take a screenshot. That's like the best I can offer. But all of this video, if you miss anything, I'm uploading it to YouTube tomorrow. So just wait until tomorrow. I can't upload it tonight. I need sleep. You know, we kind of need that thing. But yeah, thank you everyone for the follows. We are about to start the deck building process. Whom atted me? Sorry. I need to just double check. Saw this on... Huh? Yo, interesting. Let me read this in here. So apparently this was on X, but I don't know where from. So we're going to read it, and then we're going to decide on if it's real from what it actually says. I just want to see if there's anything been clarified. Okay. As Riftbound continues to grow, we've made the decision to launch our own tournament platform to support organized play. We will be sharing some additional information in the upcoming State of the Game, which is on August 3rd and 4th, then more in the lead up to the platform's launch. Cardio has been an integral partner in the launch and growth of Riftbound, and we're deeply appreciative for their unwavering support, collaboration, and belief in the game. We look forward to continuing our partnership with in other areas with the Cardio team as Riftbound continues to grow. We will be launching the updated Riftbound gaming network platform to stores alongside the Radiance pre-Rift event registration starting on July 31st. So the event registration starts 3 months ahead, okay? Our intention is to see all store play for Riftbound transition to the new Riftbound gaming network platform with Radiance. We're working to make this transition for stores easy and seamless for you to log in and start managing your store. Huh. Very interesting. Hold on. Oh! Okay, so it's real. Very, very interesting. I need to double check. I want to get a copy. Yo, Cameron, are you free to see if you received the following email for Riftbound? Huh. So, no more cardio from Date's completely wrong though. Classic Riot blunder. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I'm not surprised. Cardio's been quite rough, and from what I've heard, Riot haven't been too happy with it. I mean, we were using Cardio for Utrecht, and round 5 had to be done using Fanfinity's website because it literally crashed. I think it was like 30 minutes after the round's supposed to start. Okay. Cameron replied to me. I might get actual clarification from a thing. And then we will build an Ivern deck. So, but how is everyone doing? How is everyone with the reveal season? Let me change my camera. How is everyone doing with the reveal season? Has everyone enjoyed it. We're essentially done. We've got like 2 overnumbered cards to reveal. Is there anything people want to play? Are we looking at Ivern? Is anyone looking at any other specific deck? What are we looking at, people? What are we looking at? Tell me in the chat. Let me know. I'm a little afraid that blue-purple will be too strong. Looking to abuse the Stellacorn Herder in Akali. Mel printed incoming on Sunday. Be ready. You can't do that. That's illegal. That's illegal, Frenchie. Looking at that secret garden bundle. It's a very nice bundle. It's a very, very nice bundle. I have required the help of Randy to get me some Chinese ones. Okay, I am in the meantime going to prepare a statement regarding the email. Confirmed by my local by my LGS. So I guess I put that in the brackets at the end. So what was the wording that they used? Cardio has been a... So a decision to launch their own ornament platform to support Riftbound's organized play. And then how do we word this, guys? How do we word this? Let me change this scene so you can see what I'm typing. Do you think Second Azir is replaceable with Vi? Yes. Sorry, I got very confused for a second. Doomed Monkey, thank you for the follow. I pulled the Ivern signature over number. I'm in love with the card. It's very good. So Riot has decided to launch their its own tournament platform to support Riot Riftbound's organized play, moving away from cardio in the process. In an email sent to LGS's, Riot intends to get local game stores. I guess I just put LGS's. LGS's set up on the new system, on the new platform. There you go, that's the word. The new platform for the release of its 5th set, Radiance. Hey Marshall, began playing Riftbound 2 days ago and decided to make my first deck an Ivern deck. Well, I wish you the best of luck. LGS's sets up, dismiss. I guess I just need a Riftbound icon. Sure. We'll use this. Riot Games has decided to launch its own tournament platform to support Riftbound's organized play, moving away from cardio in the process. In an email sent to LGS's, Riot intends to get LGS's to get, I guess, stores set up on the new platform for the release of its 5th set, Radiance. Is there anything else we need to talk about More information. More information will be available in the state of the game article releasing August Riftbound news. There was. So this is what you need to do when you do stuff like this. You go here and you go latest roadmap, state of the game. So you just say in August 2026. Even though that thing said August 3rd. There you go. This is how you report the news, guys. Interesting. Moderation, mod chat. Okay, I think I'm quite comfortable. And then I can just do like... Oh. Just crop this so that it's just the text. Now send to GS's stores. Down. Now sent to local game stores. I just need confirmation. I don't want to post until I get the confirmation from Cameron that he has received this email. I can message Somber. Hold on. I know Somber wasn't the one. I'll just message him. Alright, I just messaged Gianluca. You didn't know you could pre-reply to yourself like that? Yeah, you just gotta press the cool little button. Okay, in the meantime, while I'm waiting for a response. Did people ask for Ivern? Potentially? Are we looking for some Ivern enjoyers in the chat? I want the cool Ivern though. Yo, I need to contact fucking Secret Garden Riftbound. Hold on. Is there any high definition Ivern images? No. Okay. I'll let them off this time. Okay. So Ivern, as always, we do green Ivern. And then, I think where we start is we just start looking at Vendetta. So, we want to do 1 Twilight Shroud. We want to do 3 Fallen Feline. I wanted to try 3 of the Affectionate Poro. I wanted to try a Kennen. I want to try 2 of the Sunhawk. Or do we do 3? Let's try 3. So that's cat, Poro, bird. We want to try a heron. We want to turn off this now. Don't want to try the dog. Not in this deck, I don't think. We want to do a key barrier. We want to do 2 old Poro. We wanted to do a steel paw. Okay, is there anything else anyone wants to try? Shady Spectacle? I don't think I'm going to be trying Shady Spectacle anytime soon, I'm going to be honest. I think we could try it, but I don't think it's something I want to try straight away. I think there are plenty of other things I want to do. Okay, delete. Just let my girlfriend know that I'm reacting to her. Errata Wolf? Okay. No other new cards before we move on, because if we're doing Errata Wolf, there's some other cards that we need in the deck. When you play your first card each turn, if I'm at a battlefield, your next card costs. Okay. So sideboard card. Let's do 2 Decree of Focus. And then we go over here and we say the first card that we want to add is 4 cost. Wolf. Okay? The wolf does exactly what we need. And if we do the wolf, we have to have tags, bird, cat, dog, Oro. So we're looking at Frisky Hunter, because we need the tags. And is there any other? We need Mauser. We need 1 cat, 2 cat, 3 cats, 9 cats. We need more dogs. The dogs are good. How many Poros are we on? Poro. That's 9. Huh. What are we thinking, guys? What are we thinking? We've got no combat tricks in this yet. No Azirs. So it's like bench. Let's go to the bench. We got Azir. We got Ultra Soft. We've not added. They're the only 2, right? Yeah. And then it's like, okay. Choice options. Friendship, Defy, Charm. We need the hidden cards. So you need... Oh, there's Discipline. There's Empress Divide. There is... Where's Hidden Blade? Hidden Blade. Cool the Week for sideboard. God, there's so many goddamn cards now. I did Friendship, right? Yeah. Question is, do we add a second green Ivern? I think for now we don't. We need Disarming Rake. We need... Did I miss anything? No. Back off. Oh no, we don't need back off. We got Kennen. There's the test. Baited. We are not playing Baited Hawk. I hate Baited Hawk. You build the deck around one thing, and if you destroy it, you just cry. Like, miserable experience. One of Flurry of Feathers. Don't have Vise. Vilemore and Daisy. What are we thinking, guys? Anything here? Anything else we need to consider? Guess yellow Ivern? Blitz? True. We need Blitzcrank. So this is like looking... These are all the cards that we had in our last list. So it's like trying to fill this up now with these cards. Trying to see where they go. Yumi. Yeah, we could think about a Yumi. Only issue is if we're playing into a Gust meta, Yumi comes out. Gust was the most played spell at the RQ, which was the reason I did not bring it to my list, because I was looking at the metadata and there was a lot of purple. And I suspected that Gust would be a 3 of. And it was. In most decks. Maybe a not so fast in here. And I think that's everything. I think we just make the decision from here now, right? I think that is everything now, and we just look over here. So we have 10 slots in the deck. So the question is, no, Loyal Poro is not in this list. Question is, what do we do, and what do we add, and how many? So, Defy 3 of immediately goes to main. Cool the Weak as a... Three of goes to sideboard. I think I want to do 2 Disarming Rake in the sideboard. Move this down to a 1 of. This goes to main. This goes to main. 3 of goes to main. Then we do... Do we do 2 Vi? Trying to get on the battlefield. Got plenty of draw. We've got 2 slots available. We don't have a friend. We have no buffs right now. So we got cats, 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 dog and dog, bird, birds from this, and this bird. Is that an ultra soft Poro angle? This goes to side. So we got 3 cards available in the sideboard. In this version, I don't want to play Biomore. I think it's like... This should be a 2 of. This shouldn't be 3. Or do we do it as a 3 just to see? No, I think we do it as a 2 of. 2 of, 2 of. Probably goes down to 1. Good card, good card, good card. Test, test, test. Test probably goes down to 2. 1. So we've opened 4 slots. So I think we do... This is a 3 of. And then it's the question of Azir. I don't know. Recards in the sideboard. Let's add a Blitzcrank. Draw. So this is replacing one of the green Iverns. Don't want Discipline. That can get removed. Empress Divide could go to sideboard. I think the Not So Fast can go to sideboard. So we have 10 cards inside. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I want to do 2 Azir in main. Well, then we don't have a Vi. I think we lose Ultrasoft Poro for now. Lose Yumi, lose Charm. I think it's 2 Vi. I think that's the decision I'm going for. We go for 2 Vi in main. Remove and remove. We don't go Azir. And we have to clear up 1 card. Maybe it's a Fallen Feline, because I did say one of them's going to be inside, right? Move 1 to sideboard, and then I have to get rid of a card, so I have to get rid of Not So Fast in that case. Okay, this is the list. It's like 50-50, yeah. And then Battlefields. What did we have for no? Yo, how's it going? How's it going? There was nothing that was like really good for us. So I think we just used the same old ones. So turn 1 play. 1, 4, 7, 10, 12 cards. Turn 1 play. Going first. Going second, that's 14, 15, 16, 17 cards. Literally half the deck. Seats of Power. I don't think we need draw, actually. I actually think because of the stuff that we've got, I think we can just do the full negative effects. So it's Vilemore. It's Rockfall. And Forbidding Waste. And you're saying we need more yellow. Let's see. So we need yellow for this. So this is green. This is green. This is green. Seems about right. We're definitely going to be paying this. Yellow for Vi, yellow for this. Can it be either for the... This can be either. This can be either. No, I think we do 6 and 6. That's my final decision. And I would like to undo this because I want to have the nice runes. Okay, and I know it won't let me save it, but I think we still need to do this. So Vendetta, Ivern, day 0. Okay, and then we're gonna play this. So if you would excuse me for like 5 minutes, I'm going to grab a drink. I'm gonna go to the toilet, and then we're gonna play some games. How does that sound? How does that sound to you, kind folk? So please excuse me while I go and sort that out. BRB? Okay, chat. I do apologize, but I am debating you a little bit. My girlfriend is in the bathroom, so I can't go to the toilet yet. So we're just gonna have to wait a minute while we wait for that. Okay, word of mouth. Okay, see, it's time to cook. It certainly is. Okay, let's export text as plain. TCG player or TCG arena. Thoughts of Death Knell Undying Loyalty Ivern deck. You're not wrong, but like, decks. Okay. Vendetta. Ivern Day 0. Preview for Vendetta. Create deck. Let's see if they have everything. Import and add. Oh. Why not Rift Atlas? I think Rift Atlas is a cult. Like, no cap. Oh, I forgot you can do it just here, right? So we can't do the 10 card sideboard. So we're gonna have to do it. Take out Decree. I'll take out Divide. Yeah, and I'll take out the Decree. Because this essentially would work as like a better Decree. So I just have to find out. She's still in the shower. Ah, yikes. Okay, I'm just gonna blacken my screen while I browse the Twitters. I don't want to accidentally show something that should not be shown. So my question is, oh, that's why. Hold on. Bro, how long ago would I post this? Nice. Yo, someone followed. Hello. Okay. I do want to play, but I'm like, I need to go to the toilet. So I turned him sideways thumbnail. Oh my god. Okay. I don't see if there's any news. Anything new? Don't think so. Yo, Mike Hawk Wall. A lot of K's in there. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. This upcoming win is gonna be for you. How the YouTube frogs doing? I'm I'm proudly part of the cult. Just handles things nicer than TCG Arena. My Ivern goat? Yo. I appreciate that. I appreciate being called the GOAT. I am technically the greatest Ivern of all time. So far. We'll see if I can hold that title. Or if anyone can beat it. But as of now, I am in fact the best Ivern there has ever been. I think I'm placed like 2 positions, maybe 1 position higher than Boulevard. Because of tiebreakers and stuff. Just built different. Just built different. What can I say? Alright, hold on. He's back. He's back. How is everyone doing? Are we ready? Are we steady? I think we need to go. It has been a while since I have been on here. I will tell you that for sure. I've been so busy over the last 3 weeks. Crazy. Hello. Okay, start new game. Ivern day 0. First opponent, Kennen. Okay. As expected, we're going to see this a lot. Basic one for first. Let's go. Yo, how's it going, Oliver? Yes, I will be dropping a YouTube video. Okay, we do have a turn 1 play. Don't think we're going to need Flurry of Feathers in this matchup, and I don't think we need a Hidden Blade. So we'll just go this. So we found all Poro. which could be very interesting. What was this? Oh, to empower, this is an empower token. Okay, Seal to play Kennen. He burns 2. And we have another Poro. So this is turn 2, so we can't play all Poro yet. Let's do this. Okay, we will tap and do make a brush. This goes to 3. And then Zorn, we will discard. I want to keep this for this matchup. I want to keep it in hand. So let's get rid of a friendship and let's draw one. Rough. So this is only turn 2. I think we just rip it. Manage top cards. I will reveal Trusty Ramhound and add it to hand. And then we get to buff up probably the Poro. And then I think, because we got a couple of 2-drops, we further deramp and we hide a hidden card. Shiny forehead? Yeah, my forehead's always shiny. Doesn't it help that I've got a giant ass ring light on me? So you guys can see my beautiful face. So we need to pause before the draw step. Yep. So they play the stack deck from the trash, and it has to be banished. Yep. So it's been banished. So A, B. Pause before the draw step. Sure. So you just got to kill the Fizz. Okay. Okay, so we do this. We trigger Ivern. Ooh. Dog. To hand. Randomly to bottom. Buff up the Ivern. Resolve. Then do this. Okay. So we can have Dog and Poro and Cat. I think it's just double Dog. Okay, double Dog. Then we pass. So they've paused. Yeah, so they got to star-cross the Fizz and the Ivern. I will pay 1 and a power to defy that. So they only have 4 runes this turn. But we saved our Ivern doing that. So it's turn 4 now. You can see up here. So Old Poro is officially online. So we go to 3. Trigger Ivern. We only have one target, which is the cat. So we can add that to hand. We can buff up this dog. And then unpause. Okay, Affectionate Poro. I would like to at least get this cat out. So it's 1 for this cat. So this cat is at 1. And it has deflect. So that means if I push in with a dog and use friendship, the friendship's going to be more. Let's do this. And I think we just double attack. We attack for 7 and we just see what the opponent does. 1, 2, and then... So you're attempting to gust that. Be +3. 1, 2, 3. So they're going to rebuke. Okay. This goes down to 3. So we got rebuke out of them now. And then, yep. And then with the last 2, so potential for gust. I think we just replay the dog. And then we just pass. Okay, so we got 4. We trigger Ivern. 1, 2, 3. Yes. That is what we want. Reveal. To hand. And then we buff up Old Poro. So Old Poro's at 5. We unpause. Yo, we got Heron. So we don't even have to lose the power cost. That is right. When you play your first card each turn, if I'm at a battlefield, your next card costs 2 less. So that discounts this. So it's only a 2 cost. We don't have enough. Damn. I thought we could do something really cool. I will... So if we attack with 11... Holding Gust is very obvious, yeah. So I think we go 1, 2. And then declare Gust. So we can't play Gust. And then we attack with this, and then do 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack with this, killing off Steel Paw, and then say, yep, Ghost wouldn't matter, but it still annoys him enough that... Because he guess... Okay, so you kill this. I go to 5. Make a brush. All Poros at 6. Dog comes up and goes to 4. And then... Tap 2. Play Poro. Pass. Disempower me. Assault 6. Sorry, Assault 2. Buy Peacekeeper. Second buy Peacekeeper. So I go to 4. Ooh. So we're on 14 to their 16, and we can't kill anything. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. We hold to 6. We trigger the Ivern. 1, 2, 3. So all Poro is literally the perfect target here. Big chunky unit. So we go reveal and add to hand. Bottom these. Buff up the cat. Cat is at 5. Resolve. And then... yeah, you just need to be careful on what's going on. So... I think it's just... 1, 2, 3. This. And then 1, 2. This. Have something safe in the back. I don't think there's a correct time to play this. I don't have enough runes for the Herons to do something right now. That's the issue. If they do anything dodgy, we do have this Hidden Blade. 1, 2, 3. And a power, star-crossed. An Ivern. That doesn't... That stops the bounce, right? Star-crossed has no targets. Is that how it works? It doesn't stop the bounce? Okay, sure. Just valid targets on thing. Okay, no, that's fine. I just wanted to double check. Clearly he's fishing for answers, so... yeah, it's the initial target. Okay, so they only have 5. Lightning Rush. Okay. Blood money. Oh. class, right? Yo, he's cooking. So this buys on 7. What am I scared of? Like, ride the wind? Just notice if you would not turn their lair into a brush. Downwell? I don't think I'm scared of Downwell though, right? Ruination. They're playing a lot of purple. I doubt they're playing Ruination. They go to 12. I think we just this, right? So we can play this for 7. Play this for 3. So we tap out, but we get a bird and the Ivern. And we don't deramp. I think we just do that, right? Like, we test the Heron just to see how it does. Heron comes down. And then the next card we play is 2 less and 2 less power. So technically we can do Ivern. We do Ivern trigger. I guess the bird to hand. Buffing up. I mean, this is already 5. Did we just make this go to 6? I think it's always safer to put it in the base. And then attack here for 5. Pass. So he gets this. So he's pinged this. So his Vi cannot move to base. He's going to replay the Fizz. He will still play its costs. The bird and Fizz. Sure. Okay. Seal of Discord and the Cannon. Sure, another Lightning Rush. So he's played all 3 Lightning Rushes. So now he just has to play them for flow. Discards 2 Fizz. Okay. Deck out? Yeah, sure. Wait, if he goes down low enough, we can hit him blade and make him draw 2. There's Ride the Wind. Hold on. Yep. The stun. In reaction to the stun. And then this guy gets stunned. So he's on 5, and then he left. Lol. Big fucking lol. That's kind of funny. He did nothing? You know what he did? It's like when people go like, I can't play this card. I can't play this card. I'm just like that. Huh. Okay. He played some buys? Yeah. He did something. Okay, quick review. Fallen Feline, we targeted Gust. I don't know what he chose. Or what he had in hand. Probably not a great game for this. I think looking back, I need to use it on Lightning Rush. Especially in a Kennen deck, right? They're never going to do this. I was thinking about Ride the Wind, because I was like, okay, they've not turned the brush to Vilemore, so it's not going to be a thing. The first Vi did stun, or it didn't because Vi says stun an enemy unit here. If you kill the Vi in reaction to this going on the chain, when it tries to check where here is, the Vi doesn't exist, so it doesn't stun. It's a really interesting combo. But yeah, so first review. We never got to play this. Feline did maybe its job, I don't know. Affectionate Poro maybe would have survived and got me a draw here. But yeah, that was a game against Kennen. Hello. So, we're against Rek'Sai. Very, very interesting. Swarmy. Could be Control-y. Let's try Forbidding Waste. Okay, Warcamp. There you go first. So, very interesting. We don't want this in our hand because it's a late game guard. And we don't want this in our hand because you can't play this for 4 turns. For 3 turns even. Play it on our 4th turn. So we mulligan these. We don't hit. Just like, it's just that easy. It's just too easy. Okay, yep. Tap Legend. Got the new cars. Do you share your list any elsewhere? I'd rather not. This list, do you mean? Oh, they gotta play a seal. Okay, Falling Star is in this deck. Oh, we're gonna blow this motherfucker out so hard! Holy shit! He just dies to buy. He explodes to buy. Yo! Bro got exploded. But it's Rek'Sai, so they don't really care. Next turn, we Frisky Hunter for 4, and then we can hold up Double Defy or a Friendship. Bring Vi back to base. Look, now my 2-drop is the same as your 2-drop. That's 4 might. Okay. 5. Wait. No, that's illegal! Oh. Well. Stalking Wolf is a huge find. Hold on. Damn it, Ambush the Vine got to bring it back. Imagine we had this vibe with the fucking Reaver's Row. Holy shit. We'd be playing some fucking sad games of Riftbound. Do we double conquer? We... Bird here. Thinking. Yeah, they wouldn't get anything, so yeah, that's fine. And then deal 3 to a unit on a battlefield. So this is currently 4, and you're trying to deal 5. I can either defy this or use friendship. I think I'll just defy. I'd rather save the friendship for the thing. So tap and reveal. Go to 3. And the decision is, what do we do? I think the best play is to hold up Defy and Friendship. Friendship's +2. Four. Vi goes in. Okay. Yeah, Vi's coming in anyway, so we need to just have stuff ready. They can have Rek'Sai. The only issue is we tap out a wolf, but you get more might doing this, because you get 8. I guess it's the same might, right? With the wolf. Nope. You are not Void Russian. So I'm going to be on -1. I'll let you take that. Fuck! They hit on the Titan. They played the Under Titan. Vi's coming in at 7. We have 6. Still not enough to push it over. Huh. About that, my guy has literally the best fucking hand known to existence. He's attacking for 11. He's stunning this. So we have 6, 10. If we use the friendship, we can't lose the battlefield. So we just do +2. And then that goes back to base. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the plan, they're going to attack for the 14. We can't beat 14, that's the issue. I think. Yeah, go to point. Yeah, sorry. I think it's to bring this back, develop base. Um, 1, 2, 3. All Poro is like exactly what we need here. Just a big chunky unit. So buff up the Ivern. Ivern goes to 5. Then 2 and play All Poro. Then pass. So they're gonna get the draw from this. Sorry, the play from this and this card. So they get 2 cards this turn. I could also do some shenanigans with Forbidding Waste, not giving -2 with the Stalking Wolf. If he doesn't back this up, we might be able to cheese them. Death Grip and a Pike. Pike getting played there. 3. Just playing Rek'Sai out. Oh! Very, very interesting. Ooh, this is gonna get... Wow. Of all the top decks I could have got, might be literally the best one. Because now I can just send the bird over here with the Vi. And then turn this into a brush. Go to 5 and keep this as this. Then go to 6. Make a brush. 6 and 5. And then top deck Under Titan. I cry every time. Interesting card. Pretty good. Guess what she targets? Infernus and Dredges? Hmm. Two, 3. Oh. Yo. We lose. We lose. So we're attacking for 5. Sorry, they're attacking for 12. Foil the plans a little bit. It's literally the best play we can do. I mean, the play's easy for them. They Dragon Form the Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai goes to 5. It goes to 6 on the Accelerate, 7 on the War Camp. As like a way to kill the Vi before, without having to do anything. And then you get the Rek'Sai trigger. Like, that's immediately what's going into my head. Like, that is what you should be doing. So, 5 plus 4 is 9. So we're attacking for 11. 11 into 11, but I can't... Okay. Yeah. So with my 5, I can kill... just 1 second. Who do I want to kill? I think it's the Rek'Sai? I don't think I can win hit from here anyway, because I can't get across. I'll kill... this, I guess? I mean, I think it has to be the Rek'Sai, but, like... because they can just get Accelerate from something big here. But, like, I can't win anyway. So it doesn't matter. I'd have to specifically top deck Daisy. Yep, no, GG's. Well played. Yeah, interesting list. I don't know about this. The Ruthless Strike is interesting. Dragon Form's cool. Greyback is interesting. Dredger and Inferno are targets for that, I guess. Yeah. Right. I will grace you guys with one more game with this deck, and then I'm going to call it an end for the stream. I will be streaming again tomorrow, midday European time. So if you're looking for more Ivern gameplay tomorrow, come back. I'll be here in about, just say, 15 hours, 16 hours time. But we still got one more game to go anyway. Hello. Okay. What app is this on? This is on TCG Arena. Oh, another Rek'Sai player. Okay. So we tried this. Let's do this. If we think they're playing Vise, let's do Rockfall Path. We lose the die roll again. Okay. The rule is we can't do this. We can play Kennen on 1. I don't think we want to, though. Do I keep it? I think I do. I think I keep it to hide. Get rid of this. Find a playable drop that isn't this. Okay. We got something. 1, 2. This. Yo, Noxian Emissary. Jesus. The issue is I don't have enough to do anything. So it's like go over here and just like try and defend. Tap, make a brush. Cat goes to 2 and it has tank. Then we do 1, 2, 3. We play the Solari Sunhawk for the first time today. And we hide a green because we've got all these yellows. And we hide a card. And we pass. And what this is now is we hold 2 up for Kennen. So that if they try to vie, we can stun anything. Yo, how's it going, Ryan? How is it going? So they can't re-trigger the Rek'Sai now. This turn, unless they really try to do something. Okay, Carrion Dredger. One on the power. Okay, so they're attacking for 6. 1 cleave. Okay. Cleave resolves. So this guy's at 5. So this cat is dying no matter what. I will reveal. Pay 2 to stun this guy. And then I go to 4 might. And then pass. Oh, I think he gave away that he has... Huh? Empowered? You need recruits, buddy. And then he goes back down to 2. Jesus. Okay. I think we just bring both of these units back. And we just develop. Question is, what the hell do we develop? I think it's just Ivern in base. We're both on 2. Trigger Ivern. Yo! Hits the old Poro! I'll take it! We don't have any other Poros, right? Yeah. Reveal. And to hand. Because we can't play anything this turn anyway. So... let's buff up this. We have this next turn. I think our next turn's like genuinely chilling. Or Rage Amplifier. Yo! They are cooking! How do you put the grey cards on the trigger? You press T, you hold T and do your thing. Do your thing! Get rid and reveal. So do they want might, or do they want to try and kill something? They're going to try and kill. So what's the targets? 2 or the Ivern? Okay, it is the 2. Just gonna say it's looking pretty good for them. The question is, what do we want to get rid of? We can make this benefit us rather than them. Jesus, that was... So 2, 4, 6, 8. And then if they pay everything, it'll be an additional... I'll go to 12. Ooh. This is very interesting, actually. So I can get rid of Cleave and Blood Rush and Falling Star. So I will declare Cleave. Then I'll declare Blood Rush. It's 2 words, right? Blood Rush. Did I not recycle one? I did not. I'll pay 2 for all Poro. And then hide. Pause for Ivern. So it's either they do this and nothing else. Okay. Okay, so they're just swarming. Okay. So they're getting ready for a Rage Amplifier turn. I wonder if there's anything we could possibly find that could help us. We don't have gear removal in main. But if this is what everyone's playing... Like, this is the second time we've seen Thingy, right? Hold. Trigger Ivern. Heron, we can't play. Cats. Guess of 6 might. Reveal into hand. Buffing up all Poro. That Rage Amplifier card's pretty fucking good, eh? Sorry. 2. Can't play Blood Rush. Can't play Cleave. Fallen Star's the big issue. This guy's at 6. We'll play the cats. I don't know what else I can do. You happy with the Vendetta reveals? Have been for Ivern? Yeah, we've had quite a lot. And so everything's empowered. Oh, that's true. I guess you have to pay for that, so that you're literally doing nothing else but that. Three, 6, 9. Well, just ignore everything that's more. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30 might plus 32, 3, 4, 5. 35 might. Huh. Okay. This is why you have game removal in main, by the way. The only reason I've not included it is because I want to test some of these cards. Because if we destroy this, they lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, how many units? Why is he 3? Oh, because of the thing. So what are you attacking with? 3, 6, 9, 13. So 1 is gonna survive. Yeah, I'll kill these. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12 might we could eliminate if we had gear removal. So we have 18 might here. Oh, what the fuck did he do that? Hold on. So you're attacking for this. No. We're gonna mess the math up. We're gonna hidden blade this. So they draw 2, but so now they definitely don't have enough to break through. Okay, we go to 6. Trigger Ivern. Oh, buddy, this could get very interesting. We're gonna go to 8. Or do we just take the Poro and outmight them? Draw all this, draw all this. I guess we always, this is the same. Reveal to hand, random to bottom. We then unpause. We get another one. I need to buff up a unit. I'll buff up this cat. One, 2, 3. Play an affectionate Poro. Then I'm gonna bring one of these back. Which one? I feel like one of these cards is one of these though. So I guess not. Oh, I can't ambush this. Huh. Didn't think about that. I'll just buff it with Ivern. Surely we don't die. So can't play Blood Rush, can't play Cleave. They could Falling Star. They could, yeah, Under Titan. Huh. Nope. Other units. Oh, never mind. He's not doing that. He's doing it from Rage. Yep. So that's 27 might. We have 10. Oh yeah, we definitely don't have enough. Okay, so you're attacking for let's see. Attacking for 13. So 13. Okay. That's not an. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, and then draw for Poro. I think they have a blood rush, by the way. That's why they're doing it this way. But yeah, no, GG's. GG's. Let's see what was in that hand. Yeah, there it is. There's the cleave. Yeah, well played. Interesting deck. But yeah, this is why we need to get removal. Nice deck. So... Deck Flurry, rip. Yeah. Only on game 3, testing all of the new cards. 19, that was 18, right? 18 cards we decided were usable. So we're just testing each one right now. Showing them what we got. So but yeah, all right. I did say though that this was going to be the last game, so we're going to leave it there. If you missed the breakdown of my opinion on all of the cards, you can check it out on my YouTube tomorrow. It'll be about midday, I think I'm going to try and post it. Got to go to the gym, edit it afterwards. Be posted for hopefully midday. Apart from that, stream 1 p.m. tomorrow. We'll play more Ivern, we'll build more decks, and yeah, we'll just go from there. So thanks everyone for stopping by and watching. What I'm going to do is, before I go, I'm just going to check something. It's recording. Let's see. Okay. No, that's fine. I just wanted to check something before I went, and I got a DM. The Ivern chat. Okay. So yep, that's all. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye bye.